bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Tonight's officials, referees Dan Drager and Sterling Egan, linesmen Sam Rankin and Nate Stanton.
Someone will pick you up again. We conquer anything together. One of us are born and forever. And to die, I die, that's the way it friends, present, past, and beyond. To all those who weren't with us too long, life's the most precious thing.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Maverick hockey time in Omaha. Baxter, Matteo Costantini holding on the backhand, slicing behind Austin Roden, making his first start against the Fighting Hawks this season, second appearance overall. Alternating puck possession behind Roden, Matt Miller surging through center ice, bogged down by Costantini. Alternating puck possession belongs to Judd Caulfield, scored in both games against the Mavericks a month ago in Grand Forks. One-handed to Tyler Klevin, turned it over at the left wing. Taylor Ward backhands behind Driscoll. Mavericks on a forecheck, a 1-2-2 look along the left wing. Ward bottom of the circle, backhands up the wall. Konecny swatted to the circle. Ward blind pass to the goal line. McManus centering pass cross ice off of Primo's backhand, lunging behind the goal, bogged down by Klevin. Two-a-side puck battle behind Driscoll, watching intently in goal. Omaha canceled out by Ford. Klevin, lead pass out to Costantini. Mavericks keep the zone along the right wing. McManus swings it back behind Driscoll as Omaha makes a partial change. A minute, 5 seconds into the opening period. No score between North Dakota and Omaha. Fighting Hawks 29-16-1 all-time against the Mavericks. 9-4 under 7th-year head coach Brad Berry against the Mavericks inside Baxter Arena. Diagonal pass, Konecny, intended for Weiss off of a stick and into the North Dakota bench, stopping play. 18:38 left in the first. We remain scoreless.
Another key for Omaha also against that tremendous pressure by North Dakota with their forechecking. They will throw that speed at you and have the ability to recover. Omaha needs good positional play for their defensemen, good puck support on the breakouts, and right off the bat, off the initial faceoff, you can see Brandon Scanlon trying to make that play up ahead to Matt Miller. Pretty good breakout for the Mavs. They need to consistently do that tonight to have success here.
Center ice faceoff controlled by Omaha, lobbed in by Berg, swatted out. Mark Sendin, the captain for North Dakota, was a part of the 2 Penrose Cup winning programs the last couple seasons. Flips it off the high dasher in front of the Maverick bench, right wing, tracked down by Omaha's Proctor, the lefty D-man. Skies it off the high dasher, kept in by Ashton Calder, right point, flipped off the stick of Proctor, into the net, to the left of Roden, stopping play. 18:08 left in the first, no score. Omaha and North Dakota, the team that has scored first in this rivalry, has won 18 of the last 19 games, so something to keep account of.
Yep, with the goaltending, and certainly that's a key. Getting off to the good start. Omaha needs that, especially the way Driscoll's been playing in goal for North Dakota.
Face off to the left of Roden, glove side. Draw control by Omaha's Nolan Sullivan. The team's leader in face-off wins, picking up his 289th of the season. Puck is down for an icing. Down from right to left, Jack Randall and Cooper Moore in the race for the puck. And Moore, the kid from Coscob, Connecticut, wins the race for the puck. Another attacking zone face-off coming up for the Fighting Hawks 2 minutes into a scoreless first.
Some housekeeping. Baxter Arena. Omaha's a beautiful arena. 200 by 85, the dimensions here, so the standard NHL North American size. The benches are on opposite sides, so we'll continue this in a moment after this face-off.
The two number 11s digging down for the draw. It's controlled by North Dakota's Griffin Ness. Flip to the goal line. Carson Albrecht, low-high pass, intercepted by Brock Bremer. One-handed to the right circle. Kevin Conley, the Denver transfer, second-year Maverick captain, celebrating his final weekend of play inside Baxter this weekend. Backhands along the near side. Bremer back to Conley. Crunched along the near boards where it meets the North Dakota bench. Mavericks swarm the puck. Left circle. Bremer slicing wide on Albrecht. Turned aside by Ness. Shielding him from the puck. One-handed out to neutral ice. Gloved and tracked down by Nick Ports. Backhands along the near side. The delayed offside. Mavericks touch up along the far wing. 17:20 left in the scoreless first period. Omaha, North Dakota. Fighting Hawks center from left to right. Dane Montgomery along the right circle. One of three kids from Grand Forks on this season's Fighting Hawk program. Rings it along the left boards. Tyler Clevens spins wide on Ward. Backpedaling to the blue line. Logs it behind Roden. Bouncing puck. Tracked down by Scanlon. Boxed out by Sendin. One-handed behind the goal. Konepke intercepts. Diagonal pass far side to Ward. Cross ice to McManus, surging through center ice. He won Omaha's last matchup against North Dakota with overtime game-winning goal last February. Alternating possession out at neutral ice. North Dakota to take it. Chris Jandrick along the near side, ushering the puck through neutral ice. Backhands off the near glass. Intended for Caulfield underneath his stick. North Dakota swarming the puck behind Roden. Centering pass. Costantini to Caulfield. Spinning centering dish. Left circle. Bass wrist shot. Right pad save. Roden. Directed to the far goal line. North Dakota keeps the zone. Straight away. Caulfield wrist shot off of Randall's stick blade. The two number 28s colliding along the high slot. Mavericks clear the zone, moving from right to left. 16:10 left in the first. No score. Omaha, North Dakota. Alternating possession belonging to the Fighting Hawks along the left wing. Costantini applying the brakes at the circle, jarred loose by Victor Mancini. The freshman defenseman for the Mavericks. Lead pass to Miller underneath his stick. No icing on a deflection. North Dakota touching up. Jake Schmaltz along the far side. His first shift of the night. Powered out to neutral ice. Along the center red line, Johnny Tyconic in a battle with Calder. Calder's got it. Right circle, drops it off. Set it in high slot. Wrist shot flung high and wide. Glove side of a standing Roden. North Dakota keeps the zone. A 2-1-2 forecheck. Moore, right goal line, flings to the left point. Ness along the circle, button hooks and stops on Proctor. Backpedals and backhands behind the net. Mavericks emerge with the puck. Tyconic, the former Fighting Hawk, bog loose. Set in right circle, wrist shot, body save. No rebound. Roden seals off the edge, stopping play. With 15:19 left in the scoreless first period between the Mavericks and Fighting Hawks.
Caulfield, pretty long shift there, so he ended up with a couple of shots. And using the philosophy, get that puck on net. He has a quick release. And with his regular line mates out there earlier in this sequence, Caulfield was trying to set up counter forward going to the net front on the forehand. But did you notice Luke Bass came in as a trailer in an overlap to where Ford was and took that pass as a trailer for an opportunity at the Omaha net. Those North Dakota defensemen have that great tradition of doing that.
Mavericks off the defensive zone face-off win. Left circle, centering pass. Sabate one-timer. Lunging body save Driscoll. A defensive zone face-off won by the Mavericks, moving from right to left. Went 2-on-1. And Zach Driscoll, arguably the nation's best goaltender over the last month. The reigning NCHC goaltender of the month for February. stops the Mavericks' first shot on goal. 15:07 left in the first. It stays scoreless.
Cam Berg doing a good job out of the neutral zone, getting to the middle of the ice. He was on the backhand. Great pass by Tyler Weiss, as Weiss certainly working down that left wing on the forehand, left-handed shot, creating that opportunity.
Right circle, face-off win by Weiss. Flips high slot, Berg spinning shot. Right pad save Driscoll. Excavated out of the zone from left to right. Race for the puck, Nolan Krenzen and Jackson Coons. Coons on a forecheck, holding bottom of the right goal line. Bracketing Weiss along the near side. North Dakota, a 2-1-2 forecheck. They've got it right point. Jandrick spins, dishes far side. Clevin left point, wrist shot. Caught Berg in his midsection. North Dakota keeps the zone. Left circle, Jamranick flip behind the goal. Tracked down by Coons. Close angle shot along the left goal line. And Brendan Booty denied by Roden as we stop play. 14:35 left in the first. No score between North Dakota and Omaha from Baxter Arena. This is Omaha Mavericks hockey on the Mavericks Radio Network, powered by Learfield.
Run antelope. Your first name is King, last name is Dumb, 'cause you still believe in everyone. When the baby first breathes, when night sees sunrise, when the whale hugs the sea, when man recognizes freedom.
35 left in the scoreless first period between number 4 North Dakota and number 20 Omaha. Final week of the NCHC regular season coming to a head at Baxter Arena. Casey Rowland, Terry Leahy with you, reminding you that the experienced team at Sunbelt Rentals can provide you with expert advice and gear needed for any lawn, landscaping, or DIY job. Let Sunbelt Rentals equip your project for success. Terry, the Mavericks, one of their 2 shots on goals was denied by Zach Driscoll, most experienced goaltender in the league. He turned 25 a week ago. That was a game-saving save early on.
Yep, absolutely on that rush. Weiss is setting up Cam Berg, who's been red hot at the other end of the ice. Austin Roden having to stand tall against Jackson Coons, heading up Brendan Booty. Shows you the North Dakota depth.
Face-off to the left of Roden, won by Connor Ford, the nation leader in face-off wins against Nolan Sullivan. It splits both the D-men in Clevin and Ferner. First face-off win for the Fighting Hawks so far tonight, Terry.
Yeah, and of course that's a key stat that we emphasize a lot, with good reason, I believe.
North Dakota in the attacking zone, right circle, corner, job loose. Nolan Sullivan for the Mavericks along the right wing, cutting wide on Bast, holding, centering pass, intent for Bremer, loose, jabbing away at it. It's prodded behind the goal, tracked down by Caulfield. Slicing through traffic, one-handed to Ford, puts between the legs. Dumps diagonally to the left of Roden as North Dakota makes a line change.
Bremer right there in the crease, just trying to settle that puck down. It was up in the air. He couldn't quite do it.
13:50 left in the scoreless first period between Omaha and North Dakota. Fighting Hawks from left to right. Road Kelly green sweaters, white and black lettering and trim against the Mavericks. Home whites, black and crimson lettering and trim. Ashton Calder slicing through the neutral zone, holding at the right circle. Close angle shot off the apron of the net. Left circle, one-time blast. Clevin, right pad save Roden. Spills to the far boards, loose between the slot. Calder spinning shot. Left pad save Roden, tracked down by Primo. Backhands along the far side. Costantini keeping his zone. One-handed to the blue line, jarred loose. Ward backhands out to center ice. McManus in hot pursuit. Arm is up. Penalty coming. 13:15 left in a scoreless first period. Back and forth hockey from one end to the other. Arm went up for a penalty after an alternating puck possession went in favor of the Mavericks, and it's Brandon McManus heading to the box. Here's the call.
Number 39, 2-minute minor, hooking.
As play came back up ice, Brandon McManus trying to make that play just over the North Dakota line. He ends up getting the stick in on Chris Jandrick, the retreating Fighting Hawks defenseman out of Prince George, British Columbia. And here's North Dakota on the key moment here. We'll see their first power play, Keith.
24.6%, 5th in the league, 11th nationally. Defensive zone draw controlled by Omaha. Nolan Krenzen drubs it down from right to left. Mavericks on the kill, 82.3%, 4th in the league, 24th in the country. Jandrick, the Alaska Fairbanks transfer, quarterbacking the power play. Diagonal pass to Ford, another WCHA transfer by way of Bowling Green State. One-handed Jake Schmaltz, diagonal pass right circle. Costantini snaking past the blue line, jog behind the net. A two-a-side puck battle for possession. Omaha's Nate Konepke wins the race for the puck, sweeps it out of the zone from right to left.
Just a single defenseman back there in the high slot area, so the lane was found by the Maverick penalty killer.
12 and a half left in the scoreless first period between North Dakota and Omaha. Fighting Hawks with the game's first power play chance. Along the right circle, Louis Jammernick, one-handed right point to Moore. Hands off back to Jammernick at the dot. Fed below the goal line. Luke Bass cutting wide on Scanlon. Backhands to the NCHC crest. Jarred loose. North Dakota keeps the zone. Right point, Moore walking the blue line straight away. Whack to the right circle. Bass surveying the four-man box. Swept to the right circle. Moore back to Bass at the hash marks. Waiting, dishing, high slot. Moore shoots through traffic, blocked by Miller. North Dakota keeping the zone. Bass right circle, centering pass with Calder in front. Loose pass, one-timer, glove save Roden. Bass center to Calder, was denied at the doorstep. The loose puck found Bass, and Roden denies him with the glove. Stopping play with 11:54 left in the first and 39 seconds left on the McManus minor.
And Bass doing a good job making a recovery of a loose puck, which is so important when you have a man advantage. Omaha was about ready to clear the zone off the deflection by Matt Miller, but Bass came in and held that puck in and created those opportunities.
Defensive zone face-off controlled by Omaha. Jack Randall from right to left, staggering through center. Right circle, backhand shot. Pad save and stick save of the butterfly by Driscoll. Third shot he's faced tonight, 3 saves. Mavericks a short-handed forecheck along the left goal line. Sullivan bogged down. North Dakota clears, moving from left to right. Connor Ford, where the boards meet the Maverick bench far side, logs it behind Roden, tracked down by Konepke. Stick lifted from behind by Ford, the 2 transfers. Ford one-hands Caulfield, back to Ford, bottom of the right circle. Flips it up to half-dasher. Jandrick, right point. Rink White pass, left side. Costantini shoots off a deflection, it's in. North Dakota jumps out to an early 1-0 lead. A shot that found its way through a swarm of bodies in front. Jake Schmaltz with the initial shot. And it's the freshman out of McFarland, Wisconsin. For the moment, getting credit for the goal. It's his 7th of the year as soon as the power play expired. 11:15 left in the first. North Dakota jumps out to an early 1-0 lead.
And Connor Ford with an effective screen in front of Maverick goaltender Austin Roden. That was a big key as that shot came off the left point. Quick wrist shot went in, and North Dakota with that first lead.
Face-off at center, controlled by Omaha, moving from right to left along the far side. Abate swept past the blue line, log jammed out of the zone. Port skies it out to center, alternating. Possession belongs to Omaha's Cameron Berg, kid who grew up in West Fargo, starring in his first year for the Mavericks. Proctor chips it out of the zone from right to left, down for an icing. The goal does go to Schmaltz, with Jandrick getting the assists. First goal for Schmaltz in his last 14 games. Attacking zone faceoff coming up for the Fighting Hawks meanwhile.
Yeah, you use that screen by Ford. Schmaltz with a quick release. In the 19 draft 2019, a 7th round pick, 192nd overall to the Bruins, Jake Schmaltz, USHLer at Green Bay.
Fighting Hawks win the draw, right point, wrist shot, Johnson, left pad save, Roden, flex to the near boards. North Dakota swarming the puck, a 1-1-3 forecheck along the right wing. Booty at the circle, hounded by Tyconic, the former Fighting Hawk, swatted back in by Johnson out to neutral ice. Nate Konepke wheeling behind the net. Diagonal pass to Berg in front of the North Dakota bench along the near side. Lobs it behind Driscoll as Omaha makes a line change.
Konepke up ahead to Berg, bypassing North Dakota forechecker there. That's what Omaha wants to do on their breakouts.
10:20 left in the first. North Dakota jumping out to an early 1-0 lead. Scanlon almost turns the puck over. Mavericks clear the zone. Terry, that was almost disastrous, that clearance attempt a moment ago.
Yeah, a crazy bounce. Suddenly that puck's coming out near the goal line right off a post.
Ashton Calder, the Lake State transfer, bottom of the right goal line in the Mavericks defensive zone. Two-a-side battle for possession to Roden's left near side. Controlled by Schmaltz. Right circle, rink wide pass, left side. Bast at the circle. Deal straight away. Ferner, wrist shot through traffic. Loose, dribbling in front of the net. Body save, Roden throws his entire chest on top of the puck. Bringing us to our under 10-minute media timeout. 9:46 left in the first. North Dakota 1, Omaha 0 from Baxter Arena. This is Omaha Mavericks hockey on the Mavericks Radio Network, powered by Learfield. Experience true hospitality at mhhospitality.net. North Dakota 1, Omaha nothing with 9:46 left in the first. Casey Rowland, Terry Leahy with you. Avicii's Pure Grinding playing over the loudspeakers. North Dakota grinding for that game's first goal, Terry.
Yep, in that power play situation, Omaha trying to recover from that, and the goal by Jake Schmaltz. It's just a freshman. Wanted to finish talking about Baxter Arena for our North Dakota fans tuning in on NCAA TV. The benches are on opposite sides. North Dakota right below us, near side, Omaha on the far side. Omaha with that advantage of having the penalty boxes and the score bench right next to them, facilitating line change.
Attacking zone faceoff won by Connor Ford. Straight away, wrist shot, Clevin. Loose, Ford sprawling shot, bottom of the right circle. Chest save Roden. The puck hit the O in the Omaha sweater. North Dakota unable to keep the zone. Backhanded by Sullivan out to neutral ice. Alternating puck possession, controlled by the Mavericks. Kevin Conley chops to Scanlon directly in front of Roden. Rink-wide pass, McManus surging through the neutral zone, stood up by Ford along the right point. Flips to the right of Roden. North Dakota swarming the puck, a 1-1-3 forecheck along the far side. Griffin Ness hounded, cleared by Sullivan out to neutral. Scrum for the puck in front of the North Dakota bench belongs to Omaha. High slot, Bremer deals between the dots. Conley lost the puck, jarred loose by Nick Ports. Streaking through center along the left wing, posting up at the left hash mark. Centering pass in the slot, loose, knuckling wide. Ness unable to pull off a shot. Mavericks from right to left. Jimmy Glenn, left circle at the dot. Holding on the backhand, driving on goal. Right pad save Driscoll. Rode all the way up his chest. North Dakota clears from left to right.
Omaha needed that rush, trying to get some territory back here.
8:39 left in the first. North Dakota leading Omaha 1-0 from Baxter Arena. Randall, bottom of the right circle. Button hooks, high slot, deals. One-time shot. Miller loose. Bottom of the left circle. Backhander swept wide behind the net. Mavericks swarm the puck. A 2-1-2 forecheck along the right goal line. Miller hounded at the goal line. Stood up by Jammernick. North Dakota clearing from left to right. 8:15 left in the first. North Dakota leads Omaha 1-0. Puck is sent down for an icing by the looks of it.
Yep, Omaha able to get this offensive zone face-off. North Dakota can't change. And, of course, that has Sterling Egan with his hands up, one of the refs, and right at that North Dakota bench, being a traffic cop. You're not making a change. What a setup by Jimmy Glenn on Matt Miller. Had a good opportunity at the North Dakota net a moment ago, just went wide. Maybe Driscoll got a piece of it.
Face-off won by the Mavericks. Left circle, Ward centering pass. Flubbed on. He was intended to feeding Titanic off of his lefty stick. Blasted by Proctor. Back behind Driscoll. North Dakota touching up. Mavericks in a forecheck. Right circle, Titanic holding on the backhand. One-handed, high slot. McManus slap shot through traffic. Right pad save Driscoll. Flex to the near goal line. Proctor pinching from the point. Deals cross ice. Ward centering pass intercepted. Jackson Coons shuffles it out to center ice. Mavericks forced to double back in the D zone. Terry, that was a good look. Ward almost playing facilitator a moment ago.
Yeah, Mavs doing well, falling behind by one here, but they've come back with some good attack zone time and opportunities.
7.5 left in the first. Omaha 1, North Dakota nothing. Shot from the neutral zone by Konepke, gloved. A fluttering puck handled by Driscoll easily. 7:29 left in the first. It's North Dakota 1, Omaha nothing. The team that has scored first has won 18 of the last 19 games in the series.
On NCAA TV, Chase Primo going off for a change. The senior out of Margate City, New Jersey. Seems like he was just a freshman. Just interviewing him out at Oceanside Arena at ASU.
Face-off, won and score! Cameron Berg! The kid born and raised in West Fargo, North Dakota, who grew up watching Fighting Hawks hockey, ties the game. 7:27 left in the first. Omaha 1, North Dakota nothing on Berg's 8th goal of the season.
Ty Mueller wins the faceoff. We talk about the importance of that game, of course. And coming over the top off the left hash mark was Cameron Berg. Left-handed shot on the left wing. A difficult shot as his momentum was carrying him to the right, but he got into a good shooting position. Put that one home. Listen to this crowd.
Center ice face-off controlled by Berg. Backpedals to the blue line. Mavericks forced to double back into D zone as play stopped after the center ice face-off. Offside on the Fighting Hawks, so that brings us with a face-off along the far wing in front of the Maverick bench.
Cameron Berg on NCAA TV out of White Bear Lake, Minnesota. New York Islanders draft pick, fourth rounder, 2021.
Face-off controlled by the Fighting Hawks. Ford flips it behind Roden. Mavericks ahead from right to left. Joey Abate, right circle. Centering pass to Mueller. Enters the zone. Offside along the right wing. A crisp connecting pass to Mueller, Terry, but a little bit over-anxious over the blue line.
Timing didn't work out there totally on that one, and the offside was called by Sam Rankin, the linesman. Now the neutral zone face-off. I love talking about these draft choices, and so many of them in this conference. Just the development and see them then move on to the professional ranks.
Mavericks after the neutralized face-off win, holding right circle. Mancini spins past Costantini, deals behind the goal. Miller centering pass underneath Randall's stick. Fighting Hawks ahead from left to right. Kelly green sweaters, white and black lettering and trim. Costantini bogged down as soon as he entered the zone by Scanlon. One-handed to Miller, slicing along the left circle, makes a man miss, unable to make Bass miss. Bass backhands off the glass, not out. Scanlon left point, one-handed to Glenn at the circle. Intercepted by Ford across the Omaha logo at center. Lobbed behind Roden as the Fighting Hawks and Mavericks both make line changes.
Not a lot of time and space for those point men. In that case, Dan Scanlon, pretty skilled back there, holding his ground, but he was really pressured by Caulfield and Ford at that left point.
Mueller along the left circle, drops it off. Berg wrist shot. Blocker save Driscoll in the butterfly. Flex to the far boards. We have a whistle. Arma, penalty coming. Cross-check the call, and the Mavericks for the moment heading to the building. Omaha power play for the first time tonight with 6:11 left in the first period, leveled at 1. It's Griffin Ness heading to the box. Here's the call.
Minor penalty assessed to North Dakota, number 11. 2 minutes, cross-checking.
Ness on that good solid checking line with Ports and Albrecht ruled off the ice for 2 minutes there. So the Mavericks with the momentum, the crowd into it, a huge crowd here at Baxter Arena for the first game of this regular season finale series against North Dakota. They're really rocking right now in Omaha with a man advantage.
Mavericks at the building. Omaha power play 25.6%, 4th in the league, 7th nationally against North Dakota's penalty kill. Operating at 79%, 5th in the league, 38th in the country. Defensive zone faceoff controlled by Mark Sendin, the North Dakota captain, clearing the zone from left to right. Brandon Scanlon, the NCHC leader in power play assists. Drops it off. Taylor Ward streaking through center. Right circle, hounded. Centering pass. McManus back to Randall. Back post. His one-time bid left wide over the bar. Mavs keep the zone for a moment. Bouncing puck over Scanlon's stick. Roden playing traffic cop, setting up shop behind the goal.
Nice idea. Good creativity by Brandon McManus on the forehand off the right wing, and on the left wing on the forehand, Jack Randall just couldn't finish the deflection.
Randall along the left circle, spun off the puck by Moore. Bass backhands out to center. Omaha touching back up, moving from right to left.
Or more accurately, work by Randall there trying to get the redirection.
5:15 left in the first. Omaha 1, North Dakota 1. Conley behind Driscoll at the NCHC crest. Backhands up the high glass. Berg left goal line. Flips to Conley. Bottom of the right circle. Low high pass. High slot. Tyconic waits. Fakes. Spins off a check. One-handed back to Conley. Loose in between a maze of skates. Jammernick pitchforks out of the zone. Down from left to right.
Johnny Tyconic might have been caught in a no man's land a little bit in his mind. Do I go with a quick wrist shot? More accurate, to get it away more quickly, or do I try and take a little more time with a big slapper, and he just couldn't get set up there well enough.
4:40 left in the first. Omaha 1, North Dakota 1. Mavericks enter the zone along the right wing. 25 seconds left in the power play. Miller from the circle. Centering pass deflected on goal. Driscoll covers up, stopping play.
Well, Casey, because of the way the schedules worked out this year with just COVID protocols, trying to be more careful. We were doing a little bit more driving with Sports Information Man Tony Boone. We didn't get to go to the team meal at the Blue Goose in East Grand Forks when we were in that part of the country for the February series at Ingolstadt Arena. But we'll get you there.
Defensive zone faceoff handled by North Dakota, clearing from left to right. Clevin bats it out of the zone. Scanlon setting up shop behind the net, wheeling behind the goal. 15 seconds left in the power play. 4:20 left in the first. Mavericks and Fighting Hawks tied at 1. Taylor Ward, the nation leader in power play goals with 12. Holding at the left circle, hounded by Jandrick. Swatted behind the goal. Clevin controlling, lobs out to center ice. Ness out of the box. Both teams 0 for 1 early on tonight on the man up.
Speaking of dining in Grand Forks, we also didn't get, because it was too cold, we didn't get to walk to the Red Pepper. But we'll get you there at some point.
Only thing that might be spicier than the Red Pepper is how both teams have been playing early on.
As you try and get this back on point.
Behind the goal, Schmaltz, the goal scorer for North Dakota, holding left goal line, cycles behind the goal. Jackson Kuhn scrambling up the half wall. Centering pass intended for Schmaltz, chopped loose. Schmaltz left goal line, driving on goal. Closed angle shot, flipped off the apron of the net. Two-a-side puck battle near side to Roden's left. Krenzen and Schmaltz pitchforking for possession. Jabbed loose, right side, more at the point. Climbing toward the goal line. Falls to the ice, backhands behind the goal. Calder takes a spill, jarred loose by Abate. Mavericks clear the zone from right to left. 3:15 left in the first. 1-all score. Penalty upcoming on Omaha. Abate went full speed in the Bast, bringing us to our under 5-minute media timeout. We'll break down the penalty in just a moment. 3:13 left in the first. Omaha 1, North Dakota 1 from Baxter Arena. This is Omaha Mavericks hockey on the Mavericks Radio Network, powered by Learfield. From Baxter Arena, number 4 North Dakota 1, number 20 Omaha 1. Casey Rowland, Terry Leahy reminding you, if you're short on time, to shop at the Fast Lane Family Fair's mobile app or visit shopthefastlane.com today. We haven't been short on power play chances. North Dakota is about to head on its second power play opportunity of the first period. Joey Abate currently in the box. The only question is whether or not his boarding call be upgraded to a major, which sunk the Mavericks last week, Terry.
Yep.
Denver went on a major power play late in the third, rattled off 3 consecutive power play goals. This could be a game-changing call.
Absolutely. They're still reviewing it. It was a hit on Luke Bast, who got up slowly. Joey Abate and the Mavericks are going to argue the Bast turn. That should be just a 2-minute boarding call instead of upgrading that to a 5-minute major. But they are reviewing that right now. It is going to be close. Abate was on the forecheck. Omaha had momentum. The game is tied 1-1. 3:13 left in the first period. But you could just hear this crimson and black crowd, this big crowd here at Baxter Arena, just moan as they realize this is definitely going to be reviewed.
Easily the largest crowd of the season. Tons of Kelly Green in attendance supporting their Fighting Hawks from up north. North Dakota, Terry, has been outstanding since Brad Berry took over against the Mavericks on the power play. At Baxter Arena specifically, Terry, since Berry took over, his Fighting Hawks are 31% on the power play. What makes them so dangerous year in and year out?
Maybe on the road, they get away from their home crowd, that big raucous crowd at Ingolstadt Arena, that maybe puts pressure on a power play to not take a higher percentage shots, and they really get into a pretty good groove here. Beyond that, they're just so very good. Look at their points over the years. Just go up and down the line since Omaha started playing these guys in the WCHA and now rolling over into the National Collegiate Hockey Conference. The defensemen make it happen.
3:13 left in the first. Omaha 1, North Dakota 1. A Fighting Hawks win tonight secures history. The Fighting Hawks vying for 3 consecutive Penrose Cups as the NCHC regular season champion. The Mavericks eyeing to keep their postseason hopes alive in the NCAA at-large bids, possibly. Swept number 8 St. Cloud State 2 weekends ago. Split with number 3 Denver, and with the number 4 Fighting Hawks in town, another opportunity for the Mavericks to make a staple and for a possible standout victory heading into the NCHC postseason next week.
They are still reviewing this, taking a long look to see if what was called on the ice is a 2-minute boarding penalty. Joey Abate on the hit on Luke Bast of North Dakota in the end zone to the right of the North Dakota goal. This call by Dan Drager, and they're still looking at that to see if this is going to go to a critical 5-minute major. And now they've wrapped up the review. Getting the helmets back on, we'll soon know.
Officials breaking the bench. Other scores across the league. Western leads Miami 3-2 entering the third. Lots of implications on that. We'll touch on that in a moment.
After further review, the call on the ice is confirmed. It is a 5-minute major for boarding.
And they're leaving it at that. Abate stays in the game, a key penalty killer, but obviously North Dakota, the potent power play, can score at will here on this 5-minute major. Can't end with a Fighting Hawks goal, of course.
Abate, who led the nation in penalty minutes a year ago, sitting in the box. Fighting Hawks 0 for 1 on the power play so far tonight. 24.6%, 11th best in the country against the Mavericks penalty kill. 82.3%, 24th in the land. Face off to the right of Austin Road and along the left circle. Connor Ford, Jake Schmaltz, Matteo Costantini, Chris Jandrick, and Judd Caulfield, the 5 of the ice. For the Mavericks, Nolan Sullivan, Nate Konepke, Nolan Krenzen, Matt Miller heading out onto the ice. Sullivan actually being taken off the ice in favor of Jimmy Glynn, set to take the face-off against Ford. Connor Ford, the nation leader in face-off wins, has 1 win tonight. Off the face-off, won by Ford. Backhand center point. Jandrick with his lefty hockey stick. Whack to the right circle. Costantini at the dot. Backpedaling along the hash marks. Jandrick feeds left side. Schmaltz wrist shot. Right pad save Roden. Directed high slot. Kept in by Jandrick. Fakes a drive. Dishes left circle. Schmaltz centering pass through a maze of skates. Tracked down by Costantini along the left circle. Inching toward the goal line, one-handed behind the net. Caulfield left circle, centering pass, jarred loose. Bouncing puck, corralled by Schmaltz, the lone goal scorer for North Dakota. Feeds cross-ice Costantini at the dot, right side. Wrist shot blocked by Konepke. Dribbling behind the goal, tracked down by Caulfield. One-handed forward along the left circle. Jabbed loose by Miller out to neutral ice. Charge and chase, Glynn taken down, arm up, penalty upcoming. Jimmy Glynn has been known for his tenacity on the kill, has been rewarded with goal scoring these last couple of weeks. Forcing the issue, and it's Chris Jandrick heading to the penalty box. Penalty is expired.
North Dakota's number 7. 2-minute minor, holding.
And we're 4-on-4 for 2 minutes.
Jandrick at the left point trying to hold it. Jimmy Glynn pressing him as that puck came out on the left point, as we see on our NCAA TV replay. So there's the obvious interference there. At the bottom of your screen, you can see where Matteo Costantini's trying to get back into the play. He might have had the speed to catch Jimmy Glynn there, but Jandrick couldn't take that chance. He took the penalty. Here we go.
Face off to the left of Driscoll, controlled by Bast. Backpedaling behind Driscoll, setting up shop against the Mavericks. Fighting Hawks from left to right. Road Kelly Greens, white and black littering and trim. Ashton Calder posting up behind the goal. Jarred loose by Victor Mancini. One-handed to Scanlon. Nudged out to neutral ice where Cameron Berg sets up shop. The owner of the lone Maverick goal snaps a 12-game goal drought with that goal. Loose, Jandrick bats a fluttering puck in between the dots, and it's corralled by Roden. That was an awkward possession there, Terry, a moment ago.
Yeah, that's why Austin Roden said, I'll take that puck and let's get a whistle. Because Louis Jamernick putting pressure on Dan Scanlon. The puck ended up going goalward, and the Omaha goaltender saying, let's stop it, cool this down here on this 4-on-4.
2 minutes left in the first. Omaha 1, North Dakota 1. Caulfield wins the draw. Flips left circle. Clevin, wrist shot through traffic off of a skate in front. Caulfield tracks down the puck, bottom of the left goal line. Cycles to Sendin, inching up the half wall. Applies the brakes on Proctor. Holding behind the goal. Spins, left circle, put in the vise. Wrist shot blocked by Conley, the Omaha captain. Snakes out to center ice. Lead pass to Tyconic, right point at the circle. Wrist shot, centering pass intended for Conley. Goes barreling into Driscoll as play stops. Tyconic fed Conley, driving on goal, went barging into Driscoll. A little bit slow getting up in the crease. A penalty is coming up. The only question is if it's a possible major or if it will be a minor. Terry, that was a bang-bang play.
Yeah, Conley will go off for the penalty. He didn't get much of an opportunity to stop. Got in there really quickly, mowed down Driscoll. They separate the combatants, and we'll get this penalty call, which could lead to a review.
Jacob Helston, the backup goaltender for North Dakota, is on the edge of the bench watching intently as Driscoll skates around, making sure that he's still got enough lateral movement to continue. Conley heads to the bench, the team leader in penalty minutes, second most in the league, only behind UND's Tyler Clevin. Officials meet at the center ice logo. Mavericks already on a major kill before the matching minor on Jantrick.
The call on the ice is a minor penalty for goaltender interference. However, that play is under review for a potential major penalty.
So that Kevin Conley started to try to get that left skate into the breaking motion, but he was in on Driscoll quickly and ran him over, and they're going to review that. Driscoll is up and okay. And late in this period, 1:33 left in the first period, with the score tied at 1 at UNO's beautiful Baxter Arena in front of a beautiful big crowd. College hockey Friday night, last regular season weekend. The special teams coming into play. And now we see the 4-on-3 variety at least.
At the bare minimum, 4-on-3. And Tannery, this is big for Omaha. Conley and Abate are both two of the best penalty killers on the team. Abate only a 5-minute major, but Conley, Terry, could possibly be in that territory of a possible game misconduct with how he was barreling into the goal. So a big call nonetheless. The 2 goals tonight scored by first-years who ended goal droughts. Jake Schmaltz, his first goal in his last 14 games, and Cameron Berg, his first goal in his last 15. We mentioned scores throughout the NCHC entering play. Western Michigan leads Miami 3-2 with 15 minutes left. The Broncos can lock down the number 3 spot in the league standings with the victory tonight. St. Cloud State and Minnesota Duluth currently 4 and 5 respectively, scoreless 5 minutes in from Amsoil Arena. Tannery, there's still a lot of back and forth. We don't know what the postseason picture is going to look like at the moment. We'll get a lot more clarity after tonight, but at the moment, seeds 1 through 8 are still up for grabs.
Yep. So we do know Omaha will, of course, be on the road next week in the first round. Duluth or Kalamazoo against Western Michigan. That all has to be cleared over this weekend. And we'll see how, here's a cliche, but how that shakes out. They've done the review, and here we go. This is, of course.
After further review, the call on the ice stands as called. 2 minutes for goaltender interference.
They gave Conley enough benefit of the doubt that he was trying to get that left skate stopped. He brushed by, had some contact with Clevin right before that.
So, Terry, a 4-on-3 power play. What's the key to expanding the ice?
For the team with the 4-on-3, they love it. Players that have that man advantage, even that much more room on the ice. So North Dakota certainly will be getting to the wide wings, causing Omaha to have to honor that out of their triangle set up in front of goaltender Austin Roden. And North Dakota will try and get that triangle to invert with 2 forwards coming out high to honor the defenseman or the players out high in that slot. Here we go.
1:33 left in the first, all tied at 1. Forward wins the face-off, backhand straight away. Moore back to Bass, right circle between the circles. Deals backdoor, one-timer, Moore score. Cooper Moore. A blast from the kid from Coscob, Connecticut, goes bar down on Roden. His second power play goal of the season, his second overall. And with 1:24 left in the first, North Dakota retakes the lead to the winner score.
Bast and the goal scorer, Cooper Moore, came up with that face-off, and they kept the puck out high, and that forced the Omaha penalty killers to invert that triangle. And even with getting a little more manpower out on those point men, as you can see on the NCHC TV replay, time and space for Cooper Moore to put that one home, the left-handed shot.
We're back to 4-on-4 after the 4-on-3 power play expired. Defensive zone controlling Mavericks along the far side. Taylor Ward slicing behind Roden, pestered by a 2-1-2 forecheck. Mavericks breach it along the near side. Kirby Proctor barreling through center. One-handed Tyconic at the circle. One-handed to the goal line, swept out of trouble by Bass behind the net. North Dakota from left to right. With 1 minute left in the first, Fighting Hawks lead the Mavericks 2-1. Omaha posting up along the near side of the attacking zone. McManus stripped loose. Moore swept in between the circles. Driscoll falls to a knee, paddles it to Bast. Pestered and hounded by McManus. Wheels behind the net, using it as a screen. Outlet pass to Moore. Zigzags past Ward. Diagonal pass, high slot. Caulfield drags, dishes forward. High slot shoots. Blocked. Puck tracked down. High slot. Clevin, center point, whips to the right circle to Moore, slicing wide on a defender. That's Proctor, holding at the right goal line. Low high pass at the point. Clevin, rink wide, left side. Schmaltz at the circle toward the hash marks. Deals, high slot. Caulfield waits, shoots, flung high over the bar. Tracked down by Moore along the right circle. 10 seconds left in the first. Fighting Hawks 2, Mavericks 1. Schmaltz, bottom of the left circle, centering pass, knuckling wide through a maze of skates. Out of the zone from right to left, and the first period comes to an end with North Dakota jumping out to a 2-1 lead. Fighting Hawks goal scored by Jake Schmaltz and Cooper Moore, and for the Mavericks, Cameron Berg, all underclassmen lighting the lamp in the first period, but it's the Fighting Hawks skating to the locker room with an early 1-goal lead.
And on that fresh ice, that power play will continue for North Dakota. 147 the major to Joey Amate stays in the game, but North Dakota, great for Omaha to get to the room here. And they have a minute 47 to kill off. Obviously, North Dakota can keep scoring off of that major.
Fighting Hawks this year when leading through one period 12-2. The Mavericks when trailing through one period 3-8. The first period intermission report comes your way next. At the end of one, it's the Fighting Hawks 2, Mavericks 1 from Baxter Arena. This is Omaha Mavericks hockey on the Mavericks Radio Network, powered by Learfield.
guitars, shining like the stars from outside an opera bar. On the east side, though like I was back home. Her eyes like two sunlight. I can't take this feeling in my heart anymore. Time for me to step and make my way through the door. If by chance I
The two Omaha 1 Fighting Hawks aiming for history to become what could be the first team in NCHC history to win 3 consecutive Penrose Cups. Mavericks, on the other hand, vying to keep its NCAA tournament hopes alive. Casey Rowland, Terry Leahy with you as we looked at our second period out-of-town scoreboard presented by Pepsi, the official soft drink of the Mavericks. Through the first 2 minutes, 2 periods and a half, Western Michigan leads Miami 4-2 at Lawson Ice Arena. A win for Western tonight secures number 3 for the NCHC postseason. No score between Minnesota Duluth and St. Cloud State with 6.5 minutes left in the first from Amsoil Arena. Yet to get a puck drop between Denver and CC from Ed Robeson Arena. And in our matchup, it's North Dakota 2, Omaha 1 from Baxter. Second period coming your way next on the Mavericks Radio Network, powered by Learfield. All right.
Coached at the University of Wisconsin for 4 years.
I can't take this feeling in my heart anymore. Time for me to step and make my way through the door. If by chance I see you on this road once again, I can guarantee you that I will not pretend.
It's North Dakota 2, Omaha 1 as we get set for the second. Casey Rowland, Terry Leahy with you from Baxter Arena. 15 shots on goal for the Fighting Hawks in the first. Most the Mavericks have allowed for an opening period this season, and the Mavericks on a penalty kill extending from a 5-minute major at the end of the first to the start of the second, Terry.
Well, that shot advantage, of course, also expanding because Omaha has spent too much time in the penalty box. And they've got some work to do out here, of course, on the fresh ice starting the second period. The Joey Abate major for Omaha continues for a minute 47. So certainly against this a powerful North Dakota power play, we have a huge point in this game. And naturally, as we point out over and over, a major penalty cannot end with a goal by the team that has that man advantage. So Omaha so far so good in many ways, and we'll see what happens in this first minute 47 of this second period in front of this big crowd. What excitement here at Baxter Arena. North Dakota against the Mavericks of UNO. Final regular season weekend in the conference, and the second season beckons.
The third time these two teams have met. All three times North Dakota has led at the end of the first period. Fighting Hawks eyeing history to become possibly the first team in NCHC history to win 3 consecutive Penrose Cups. A win tonight or a Denver loss secures 3 consecutive titles. Omaha seeking to keep its NCAA at-large tournament hopes alive, but they need a win most importantly. North Dakota moving from right to left. Kelly Green sweaters, white and black lettering and trim. Faceoff won by Connor Ford. The nation leader in faceoff wins his 6th of the night. Fighting Hawks from right to left on an abbreviated power play for a minute 35 seconds. Along the right wing, Judd Caulfield at the circle, snaking behind the goal, cradles and shields the puck from Krenzen. Dishes to the left circle. Schmaltz spins, flips behind the net, tracked down by Konepke. Bullets out to center ice along the far wing and down from left to right.
With North Dakota's ability with their defensemen to hold that puck in, especially when they have a man advantage, Konepke needed to find that lane quickly and get it down there.
40 seconds into the second. North Dakota leading 2-1. Fighting Hawks still on the power play for a minute 5 seconds. Along the left point, Jandrick flips to send in the captain. Blind pass. Jandrick at the blue line. Rink wide, right side. Costantini at the dot. Shoots through traffic, thrown high over the crossbar. Tracked down by Sendin along the left goal line. Parks behind the goal. Bank pass to Moore. High slot. Whips back door. One-timer Costantini. Fans on a shot. Skittering behind the goal. Tracked down by Caulfield. Low high pass. Left circle. Sendin dishes straight away. Moore fed right circle. Costantini centering pass underneath Caulfield's stick. Sendin vacuums up the puck behind the net. Shoved to the wall by Mancini. No penalties called. Mavericks unable to clear the zone. Straight away. Moore between the circles. Wrist shot blocked by Randall. Tracked down by Moore at the blue line. Swept to the right circle. Costantini jarred loose. Randall rifles it out from left to right.
Big block there by Randall. Omaha able to make another clear. Victor Mancini with a hit in the end zone on Sendin.
A big-bodied forward, Jack Randall, making his money on the penalty kill. Bremer turns it over between the circles. Wrist shot. Ness loose. It's in. It trickled home on a shot from Ness. Roden fumbled the puck between the blue paint. And with 3 seconds on the Abate power penalty, the Fighting Hawks double the lead. The goal for Ness is 2nd of the season. And with 18-16 left in the middle frame, North Dakota leads 3-1.
Yeah, Omaha almost got home with this. But Brock Bremer trying to make a play just to break out of the zone as this penalty was winding down. And he ended up with the turnover onto the stick of the North Dakota player. And the Fighting Hawks able to convert, quiet this crowd of Maverick supporters, North Dakota supporters cheering, but Omaha down 2 goals here.
Abate out of the penalty box after that 5-minute major carried over from the first. North Dakota from right to left leading 3-1. 2 minutes into the second. High slot wrist shot. Ness scorched over the crossbar. Skittering behind the goal. Fielded by Caulfield. Shadowed by Mueller. Backhands right point. Clevin dances by Berg. Shadows the puck away from Mueller. One-handed loose out to center. Berg along the left wing in front of the Maverick bench. Logs it behind Driscoll. Tracked down by Brady Ferner. Put in a vice behind the goal by Conley and Berg. Conley's got it behind the net. Centering pass. One-timer. Primo flung wide through a maze of skates. Tracked down by Berg. Left circle. Low high pass. Krenzen rink wide left side. Konecki shoots. Right pad save Driscoll. Lunging across the goal line. He's wondering why a penalty wasn't called. He was colliding with Weiss, but play continues 5-on-5.
Weiss creating the havoc in front. And then Driscoll pushing at him after the play and looking at the ref.
17-10 left in the second. It stays North Dakota 3, Omaha 1. Mavericks are the home white sweaters. Black and crimson lettering and trim from left to right. Krenzen, a D-to-D pass with Konecki. Bullet pass. McManus back hands. Right circle. Primo slicing toward the goal line. Fed behind the goal. Ward, blind pass intended for Primo. Lobbed loose. Flipped off the high glass by Jandrick. Skittering puck. Race for the puck between Montgomery and Mancini. Mancini controls, wheels behind the goal. Sidesteps past Jammernick. Louis Jammernick. Flip to the ice. Holding on the forward check along the right circle. At the hash marks. Backhands high slot. Montgomery shoots right circle. Right pad save. Roden throws his body on the puck. No rebound. Stopping action with 16:31 left in the second. It's North Dakota 3. Omaha 1 on the goal scored on the power play. 3 seconds left on the Abate penalty as that goal was scored.
The other end of the ice, we're talking about Weiss getting tied up with Driscoll and Driscoll pushing him, asking for a penalty, and Tyler Weiss probably yelling back, "Hey, if Tyler Clevin, your defenseman, is the one who shoved me into you there." No harm, no fouls, it turned out.
Face-off won by Ford along the right circle. Backhands to Johnston straight away. Bogged down by Randall. Fighting Hawks keep the zone. Bottom of the right circle. Caulfield put in a vice between Scanlon and Krenzen. Turned over behind the goal. Costantini at the NCHC crest. Pressed to the wall by Mancini, loose behind Roden. Two-a-side battle for possession. Costantini jousting for possession, one-handed to Ford underneath his stick. Ford inching up the half wall, blind pass intercepted by Randall. Jack Randall from left to right, charge and chase at the goal line. Parks behind the stripe, rink-wide pass, Glenn at the circle toward the hash marks. Stood up by Caulfield, Mavs keep the zone. Tykonic flips left circle, Randall shoots through traffic, loose at the goal line. Miller scores! Loose puck found Matt Miller parked in front of the goal crease. And the sophomore from upstate Indiana pockets his 9th goal of the season. 15:46 left in the second. North Dakota 3, Omaha 2 as toilet paper goes flying in the Maverick student section to our left.
Johnny Tykonic, the transfer from North Dakota, he did a great job as a point man holding that puck in and setting up this goal by Matt Miller. As going to that net front, Glenn and Randall doing their job to set up Miller. Glenn played back at the other end of the ice against the number 1 line from North Dakota. Did a great job as a defenseman coming low to cover his net front as a third defenseman, which is what a centerman must be in his own zone.
Fighting Hawks from right to left after the center ice faceoff. 4.5 minutes into the second. North Dakota leads 3-2. Mavericks from left to right. Tyler Weiss butt hooks in the neutral zone. Pressed to the wall by Senden. Fighting Hawks enter left side. Schmaltz at the circle. Wrist shot. Right pad save. Roden in the butterfly. Flex to the near side. Tracked down by Krenzen. D-to-D pass left side. Konecki, bullet pass through center. Connects with Berg. One-handed high slot. Mueller drops it off. Weiss at the circle. Flips low high slot. Right side. Krenzen at the point. Dishes to the goal line. Weiss centering pass. Right circle. McManus fumbles the puck. Swept aside by Ness. And North Dakota head from right to left.
McManus was covered just enough by Brady Ferner there, stayed home.
14:40 left in the second. North Dakota leads Omaha 3-2. Bottom of the left circle. Albrecht wrist shot off a deflection into the mesh behind the goal. Stopping play. 14:37 left in the second. North Dakota leads Omaha 3-2 from Baxter Arena. This is Omaha Mavericks hockey on the Mavericks Radio Network, powered by Learfield.
Oh, you got plans. Don't say that. Shut your trap. I'm sipping wine. In a robe. I look too good. To be alone. My house clean. My pool warm. Just shake. Smooth like a newborn. We should be dancing, romancing in the east wing and the west wing of this mansion. What's happening? I ain't playing no games. Every word that I say is coming straight from the heart.
left in the second. North Dakota 3, Omaha 2. An early goal less than 2 minutes into the second, scored by Griffin Ness. Answered by Omaha's Matt Miller, scoring just under 5 minutes into the second frame start. Casey Rowland, Terry Leahy with you from Baxter Arena. Lots on the line for both teams, but Terry, for senior weekend here for the Mavericks, all 5 goals, have been scored by the underclassmen tonight.
Yep, the future is now. Youth will be served, and that's been the case certainly for Omaha in the second half of this season. And what a hockey game we have going here in front of the largest crowd of the year, of course. Well, what great atmosphere here at UNO's beautiful Baxter Arena.
Face off to the left of Austin Roden to resume play, won by Omaha's Chase Primo, celebrating his senior weekend festivities this week. Johnny Tyconic, another senior, former Fighting Hawk, lead pass to Primo underneath his stick, stood up as soon as he entered the blue line. Taylor Ward hounded behind the goal, falls to the ice, no penalties called. Mavericks in the attacking zone, holding left goal line. A 2-1-2 forecheck along the near side. McManus right circle, centering pass left side. Proctor shoots at the dot, blocked into the mesh behind the goal, stopping play. Tyler Clevin moving laterally from left to right, got in the shooting lane. Proctor had a good shot on goal, but Clevin using his size and his mobility last second to alter the shot.
Yeah, and Brandon McManus of Omaha was able to take that initial centering pass on the backhand, and he fed it to a teammate who had a better angle on the forehand, but Clevin there with that size and reach, as you said, Casey, covering.
14-12 left in the second. North Dakota leading 3-2. Fighting Hawks win a defensive zone faceoff. And it's Judd Caulfield along the right circle, driving to the goal line, holding left side at the dot. Low high pass, Bast at the point, rink wide. Ferner at the circle, toward the dot, shoots through traffic, flung wide, glove side of Roden. Tracked down along the near side. Costantini at the left goal line, scrambling up the half wall, put in the vice between Miller and Mancini. Scanlon tracks down the puck, wheeling behind the goal, turned it over, high slot. Costantini stood up by Mancini along the far side. Omaha clearing the zone, moving from left to right. Jack Randall along the left point, applies the brakes, flips it to the right of Driscoll. Glenn in the forecheck, parks behind the goal line. Scrambling for puck possession along the half-dasher far side. Pressed to the wall by Bast, arm up, penalty upcoming. Play stopped as the puck was touched along the far side. 13:22 left in the second. Fighting Hawks maintain a 3-2 lead. Lots of pushing and shoving to the right of Driscoll. The arm went up behind the play. We don't know who the penalty is on for the moment. And it appears that the Mavericks will head to the power play. Indeed they do. Luke Bast heads to the box. Here's the call coming up.
Drager.
Minor penalty assessed in North Dakota. Number 24. 2 minutes. Holding.
Bast goes off for the 2 minutes, so it became inevitable with Omaha in a half-ice grind in the offensive zone, holding that puck in, and North Dakota taking it, the penalty.
Face-off controlled by Primo, backhand straight away. Scanlon deals left circle, Randall wired to the goal line. Primo parks behind the goal. Saucer pass McManus, scored the game-winning goal in overtime against the Fighting Hawks a month ago, a chance to possibly tie the game. Straight away, Scanlon jarred loose by Sendin. Mavericks forced to double back at neutral ice. 13 minutes left in the second. North Dakota 3, Omaha 2. Mavericks on the building Omaha power play, 25.6%, 0 for 2 so far tonight. Randall stood up as soon as he crossed the blue line, backhanded out of the zone by Clevin. Scanlon tracks down the puck. Jammernick in hot pursuit. Scanlon wheels behind the goal and hands off to Ward, the setup shot.
Jammernick in a classic chase forecheck, but he stays on the ice. He doesn't come back up ice and make a change.
Ward snaking into the high slot, bogged down by Ferner. Loose puck, bodied up by Driscoll, stopping play. 12:32 left in the second. North Dakota 3, Omaha 2. Taylor Ward took on the entire penalty kill of the Fighting Hawks. Got by 2 defenders, not by the third. Another attacking zone faceoff coming up for the Mavericks.
Louis Jammernick, the sophomore out of Calgary, Okotoks, they could play a little hockey. He was in the Alberta Junior Hockey League there. Like any good penalty killing forward, coming off that forecheck, coming back up ice through the middle, cutting off the middle.
Face-off to the left of Driscoll near side. Off the tie-up controlled by Jammernick. Ferner tracks down the puck, lassos it down from right to left. Roden plays the bounce off the end dasher. Swept aside to Tyconic, the former Fighting Hawk. High stepping through center. Diagonal pass along the left point. Wee centers offside. Neutralized faceoff coming up in front of the Maverick bench, far wing with 12-17 left in the second. It remains a 3-2 lead for the Fighting Hawks.
On senior weekend on NCAA TV, there's Tyler Weiss. We had a look at him. And a little bit of youth, as I said, being served there as we see Cam Berg, number 14. Of course, the veteran Johnny Tyconic was also in that picture there.
Neutral zone faceoff control. Weiss makes a man miss. Dangles, shouldered off the puck. Cleared out by Jandrick from right to left. Tyler Weiss. He's known for his shiftiness. Almost shifted his way toward goal, but he was stood up at the last second.
Yeah, and the play by the defenseman in front getting the shoulder and made that, caused that stop on that rush by Weiss. As you said, he's so shifty. Great stick handling.
Clevin clears the zone from right to left after a loose puck was corralled along the near side. 20 seconds left in the Maverick power play. 11:40 left in the middle frame. Fighting Hawks lead Omaha 3-2. Tyconic drifting through center ice, shuffles, dishes along the left circle. Mueller behind the goal. Pressed to the wall with two Fighting Hawks in possession for the puck. Jammernick stapled to the boards. 3 seconds left in the Bass penalty. Mavericks keep the zone. Right circle, Krenzen fakes a drive at the dot, cutting wide behind the goal, driving to the goal line, inching up the half wall, flips behind the goal. Sullivan one-handed to the left circle. Brock Bremer climbing up the half boards, flips straight away. Krenzen shoots through traffic, glove save, no rebound. Driscoll stopping play with 11:08 left in the second. It stays North Dakota 3, Omaha 2.
Luke Bass coming out high in the high slot area, shading toward the right point, and defenseman on that side out of Duluth, Marshall High School, Nolan Krenzen. And even with that pressure, he was being fronted by Bass. Good choice to go with that wrist shot. You get it away more quickly, it's more accurate, and there's just no way you could have that great rocket of a slap shot, Casey, especially in this league, but no time to use it.
Defensive zone faceoff controlled by North Dakota. Brent Johnston skies it up the half wall. Along the near side, Fighting Hawks in the attacking zone. Griffin Ness, one of 3 goal scorers for North Dakota. Holding bottom left goal line, cycled. Sendin, glued to the wall by Primo, jabbing for puck possession. Mavericks emerge with it. Taylor Ward along the near side, scales it off the high glass, trickling in front of the North Dakota bench along the near wing left side. Albrecht at the point, backhands behind Roden. Fans wanting a possible offside, none called. Mavericks ahead from left to right. McManus between the legs, shifting gears along the left wing at the circle toward the dot. McManus at the goal line, stood up, arm up, penalty called. 10:23 left in the second. Primo went flying toward the boards, pressed to the wall by Cooper Moore, and the Mavericks back to the building Omaha power play after their second chance of the night was snuffed out a moment ago. And it's Moore who scored the go-ahead goal late in the second.
Assessed in North Dakota, number 4, 2 minutes, interference.
And Moore to the box. Mavericks a chance to tie the game on the power play.
They ruled that Cooper Moore interfered with a Maverick player who had not touched the puck, in this case Chase Primo. That was in the end zone to the right of the North Dakota goal. Here we go.
Face off to the right of Driscoll, controlled by Clevin, sweeps it out of trouble from right to left. 10:15 left in the second. North Dakota 3, Omaha 2. Mavericks in the building Omaha power play for the third time tonight. Currently scoreless, operating at 25.6% on the season. 7th in the country. North Dakota on the kill, 79%, 38th in the land. Along the far side, Cameron Berg, left circle. Pressed to the boards by Ford, jabbed out of trouble. North Dakota makes a full-on change on the kill.
Omaha trying to set up attack zone time, unable to do that. North Dakota, of course, attacking onto the perimeter aggressively in that case.
Kevin Conley, the second-year Maverick captain, surging through center, one-handed to Miller, back to Conley, lost the puck, high slot, Berg shoots, glove save, Driscoll handles it easily. A back and forth alternating possession. The puck found Berg streaking through the high slot. With an easy stop for Driscoll, the graduate student. 9:37 left in the middle frame. It stays North Dakota 3, Omaha 2.
Zach Driscoll out of Apple Valley, Minnesota. As we see the replay on NCHC TV, look out, Berg. That's not easy. He's going left to right, and the left-handed shot still staying on the forehand there and getting that shot on goal.
Defensive zone face-off. North Dakota from left to right. Jammernick toe drag taken down by Randall. Arm up, penalty called. Jammernick won a defensive zone face-off. Went to a forehand, backhand, deep past one defender. Got Randall along the near side in the act. And that does it for the Mavericks power play. Randall to the box. Here's the call.
Omaha's number 28. 2-minute minor, tripping.
Randall, as a forward, having to come back in a defensive position. He's out there with his team having the man advantage, and he caused the trip. And we'll go 4-on-4 for a minute 4 here with 9:27 left in the second period. North Dakota leading Omaha 3-2. We're just past the halfway point of this game. We're just scratching the surface of this big series.
Face-off won by Sendon, left circle. Jandrick at the point, climbing up the half wall. Wrist shot thrown high over the bar. Omaha clears the zone, moving from left to right. Possible 3-on-2 along the right wing. Berg hits the activating defenseman, Kirby Proctor, at the goal line. Backhands far side. Mueller spins off a check. Jarred loose by Ashton Calder, knifing through center. High steps over the blue line at the right circle. Stood up by Tyconic. Another transfer. The former Fighting Hawk backhands behind Roden. Kirby Proctor setting up with a controlled breakout. 8:50 left in the second. North Dakota 3, Omaha 2. 25 seconds left in 4-on-4 before the Fighting Hawks go into the abbreviated power play. Proctor turns it over, left circle. Caulfield at the dot, driving on goal, holding, centering pass intended for Ford. Flexed wide along the far side. Brandon McManus scurrying through center ice, stood up at the blue line. Omaha doubling back at neutral ice. Tyler Weiss snaking through traffic. Center point along the right side. Weiss at the dot. Blind pass, high slot. Scanlon shoots left circle off the far post. Scanlon out of the bench. A couple inches wide of tying the game. Mavs keep the zone short-handed. Along the right circle, Scanlon at the hash marks, holding on the backhand, shielding the puck from Bass, put in the vice by Baston Ford. Mavericks keep the zone along the near side. Sullivan behind the goal, holding, swept to the near circle, intercepted by Caulfield. Spins off a check, one-handed to Schmaltz. One of 3 North Dakota goal scorers tonight. Scored the game's first goal. Fighting Hawks behind Roden. Connor Ford behind the net. One-handed to Schmaltz. Pressed to the boards at the NCHC crest by Mancini. 2 freshmen, 2 former Green Bay Gamblers traveling for puck possession along the near side. Schmaltz whips it to the far circle. Jandrick at the goal line. One-handed behind the stripe. 5 seconds left of the Randall penalty. Omaha unable to clear. Schmaltz left circle. High slot shoots off of Roden's glove. Dribbling in front of the blue paint. Roden throws his body on the puck. Stopping play as the penalty on Randall expires. 7:25 left in the second. It stays North Dakota 3, Omaha 2 as we hit the under 10-minute media timeout of the second period. This is Omaha Mavericks hockey on the Mavericks Radio Network, powered by Learfield. Face-off to the left of Roden to resume play. Griffin Ness, one of 3 goal scorers for North Dakota. At the moment, scoring the go-ahead goal. Unable to win the draw against the Mavericks, Chase Primo, the senior. Lead pass through center, underneath McManus' stick. Alternating puck possession along the near side. McManus backpedaling to the defensive zone in front of the North Dakota bench. Johnny Tyconic, the former Fighting Hawk, sets up shop along the near wing. Bank pass off the wall to Ward. 17 goals, leads the team. Number 17 flips far side. Proctor at the left point, pressed to the wall where the board meets the blue line. Mavericks swarm the puck. A 1-3-1 forecheck along the near side. Primo at the circle. Backhand straight away. Proctor left circle. Slap shot through traffic. Directed over the crossbar. Dug out by Cooper Moore. Turned it over. Primo centering pass. Ward one-timer. Scorched high and wide. Blocker side of Driscoll. North Dakota clearing from right to left. Ports tracks down the loose puck. And backhands out of trouble.
Quite a shift by the Primo McManus Ward line there. We had a good angle on that Ward shot. Classic. He just missed the far post.
6:25 left in the second. North Dakota leading Omaha 3-2. Fighting Hawks from right to left. Calder along the left goal line. Pressed to the boards by Tyconic. Wrestled to the ground. Play continues right circle. Ferner spinning shot. Caught Weiss in his midsection. Lofted out to center ice. Bouncing puck. Fielded by Sendin. Sendin and Mueller, the two number 19. Sendin holding right circle, driving on goal. Backhander, trickling wide over the bar. Mavericks unable to clear. High slot, Jandrick stripped to the puck by Berg, moving from left to right. Cameron Berg, backhands left circle. Mueller, centering pass off of Calder's skates. Ashton Calder ahead from right to left along the right circle. Wrist shot, pad save, stick the side by Roden in the butterfly. Mavericks ahead from left to right. 5:40 left in the second. North Dakota leads Omaha 3-2. That puck directed high over the mesh to the left of Driscoll from Krenzen out of play. Stopping action, we'll have a neutral zone face-off to resume play.
Jack Krenzen trying to make a cross-corner chip into the North Dakota zone, and the deflection ends up with a face-off in the middle part of the ice. Krenzen can't believe it. He thought, hey, I made a nice play there to try and keep it away from goaltender Zach Driscoll. Maybe we could get something going. But here's the center zone face-off.
Sullivan and Jammernick taking the draw. Both digging down at the center dot. In the middle of the two interlocking hockey sticks, celebrating 25 years of Mavericks hockey. Controlled by the Fighting Hawks, Brendan Booty along the right point. Backhands to the goal line. He and Coons jousting for puck possession with Omaha's Konepke and Krenzen. Back behind Roden, loose, high slot. Clevin between the circles, deals right circle. One-timer, Jandrick, body save, Roden. Moving from right to left across the goal crease, covers up with no rebound. 5:17 left in the second. It stays North Dakota 3, Omaha 2.
Clevin draws a lot of attention, of course. The second-round draft pick, 44th overall to Ottawa. That was in the 20 draft. And he's in that high slot area. And that leaves some time and space for teammates on the wing, and he knows where to put that puck to have that happen.
Clevin not known for his full offensive game, but a heavy shot. Heavily lauding. Face off to the right of Roden, off the tie-up. Johnston, right point wrist shot. Roden through traffic, scrambling and throwing himself on top of the puck, stopping play. Couple seconds off the clock. Fighting Hawks with another attacking zone face-off.
Omaha needs some face-off consistency here. That was a real fine save by Roden. Connor Ford was left-handed on the forehand, setting up the screen, looking for the deflection. Roden made that big save.
Defensive zone face-off won by Jimmy Glynn, arced out to center ice, bouncing puck to the right of Driscoll, down for an icing. 5:03 left in the second. North Dakota maintains a 3-2 lead. Fighting Hawks with another attacking zone face-off, aiming to win 3 consecutive Penrose Cups as NCHC regular season champions. They defeated the Mavericks last year in Grand Forks to win their second, hoping to do so again to pick up number 3. Ford and Glynn taking the face-off along the near side to Roden's right. Controlled by Ford. Backhand to Bass, scrambling from the blue line to the goal stripe. Handcuffed by Scanlon, takes a spill to the ice. No penalties called. Omaha from left to right. Victor Mancini accelerates through center. Lead pass to Glynn underneath his stick. Driscoll plays traffic cop, flips off the high glass, turned over. Randall right circle, centering pass. Miller lost the puck, fumbled at the dot. Matteo Costantini tracks it down, shoves it out to neutral ice. Rolling puck, handled Costantini. Left circle at the dot, driving toward the slot. Lost it, loose. Ness, right circle, wrist shot, flung wide, blocker side of Roden. Tracked down by Albrecht along the near circle. Albrecht flexed aside by Glynn. Arced out to center ice, bouncing puck. Clevin controls the fourth hop as the Mavericks make a line change.
Almost survives another turnover.
4:15 left in the second. North Dakota leading Omaha 3-2 from Baxter. Fighting Hawks scored the game's first goal. And since then, it's been an alternating goal-scoring affair. Mavericks from left to right. Primo one-handed out to center. Taylor Ward drops it off to a streaking McManus. Right circle, McManus behind the goal. Cutting wide. Deals low-high. Left side underneath Konecki's stick. Race for the puck. Ports has it. Right circle. Nick Ports holding on the backhand. Centering pass. Albrecht intended for Ness on a centering feed. Intercepted by Krenzen.
Oh, Konecki, beautiful sweep check.
Left circle, Albrecht driving on goal, lunging save Roden. He got his left pad of the puck to keep it out. Mavericks from left to right. Ward barging through center from the neutral zone. Flips a shot wide. Blocker side of Driscoll. Omaha keeps the zone along the left point. Scanlon at the dot. Rick wide, Konecki straight away. Deals left side. Berg, flip to the right point. Scanlon shields the puck from traffic to Calder. Deals toward right circle at the dot. Blind pass intended for Primo. Jarred loose by Schmaltz. Primo's got it. Bottom of the right circle. Centering pass underneath Berg's skate. Kept in by Konecki. Left circle. Wrist shot through traffic. Off of Costantini's midsection. His left tip. Backhanded out of trouble. Calder's got it. Possible breakaway. Ashton Calder, right circle. Fans of the shot. Arm is up. Penalty upcoming. It's on the Mavericks. Calder centering pass. Schmaltz scores. Jake Schmaltz. Calder was turned aside on a save from Roden. The loose puck found Schmaltz. And the freshman from McFarland, Wisconsin, who had entered tonight with no goals in his last 14 games, scores his second of the night to double the North Dakota lead. 4-2 Fighting Hawks with 2:53 left in the second.
And Cam Berg was going to be called for a hook on the breakaway. So that was a delayed penalty call there. So obviously North Dakota's in great shape here.
14, 2-minute minor, slashing.
The penalty is called a slash. They ended up calling on the breakaway. So North Dakota in a great position, obviously with a 2-goal lead, 2:53 left in the second period, and they go back, or they go on the power play on the delayed penalty rule.
Remember, Terry, a month ago, the Mavericks trailed by 2 goals before overcoming a 2-0 deficit entering the third. It's not out of the ordinary, but definitely a tall task against one of the NCHC's best.
Certainly is, and especially when they're coming right out with the momentum and the man advantage. But Omaha, obviously a ton of time left. Omaha's fought hard here. They could get this done. They need a big penalty kill. Austin Roden's been outstanding, especially in this period. Here we go.
North Dakota 2 of 5 in the power play tonight, 24.6%, 11th in the country, 5th in the league. North Dakota along the near side, Schmaltz at the left point, hounded by Mancini, completes a full check. Loose puck behind the goal. Corralled by Sullivan, streaking through center ice, stick lifted from behind by Caulfield, dribbling puck behind Driscoll, tracked down by Jandrick with Sullivan in hot pursuit. Hounded by 3 Fighting Hawks along the near side, Jandrick sets up shop. The quarterback on the power play, the lefty defenseman, lead pass to Schmaltz. 2 of 4 North Dakota goals along the left wing. Schmaltz applies the brakes, backhands forward at the goal line. Rings it along the far wall. Costantini at the circle. One-handed to Caulfield at the hash marks. Lost the puck inside the circle. Miller arcs it out to center ice. Bouncing puck to the right of Driscoll. Race for it. Glenn canceling out Jandrick. Takes a spill to the wall. No penalties called. Mavericks a 1-1 forecheck short-handed along the far side.
Yep, don't get too greedy down there.
Glenn's got it.
Now they have possession, you're right. Glenn will ride that puck a little bit with Matt Miller in deep. Looking for Tyconic out high now, North Dakota with the puck.
Miller stood up by Jamernick, one-handed to Calder along the left circle, past his reach. Proctor drubs it out of the zone from left to right, around the boards from left to right. 100 seconds left in the second period. North Dakota leading Omaha 4-2. 40 seconds left in the Berg penalty. Cooper Morse staggering through center, one-handed to Calder. Arm up, penalty upcoming. It's on the Mavericks. Moore upended as soon as he crossed the blue line. And North Dakota about to head on a 5-on-3 power play. Tyconic to the bench. Here's the call.
Omaha's number 20. 2-minute minor, roughing.
And it's the former Fighting Hawk and Johnny Tyconic who called this weekend personal against his former team. And North Dakota has a chance to possibly put this one on ice, leading by 2 and up 2 men for 36 seconds.
Thought they might have gotten in for interference on not releasing, but it looks like his hit on Cooper Moore came up high, and that was enough for the official to make the roughing call there. Either way, big trouble for Omaha.
1:29 left in the second. North Dakota 4, Omaha 2. Face-off to the left of Roden near side. Connor Ford and Nolan Sullivan, the top 2 face-off winners for their respective teams. Ford, the nation leader in faceoffs, wins it one-handed to Ashton Calder along the left circle. The 2 former WCHA All-Stars, Calder and Ford, playing catch. Moore, left circle, wrist shot spilled wide after a chest save from Roden. North Dakota keeps the zone behind the goal. Calder, one-hand stuff shot, glove save Roden. Stopping play. 1:13 left of the second. It stays North Dakota 4, Omaha 2. 20 seconds left on 5-on-3 for the Fighting Hawks.
Now let's see how Omaha, well, hopefully from the Mavericks' perspective, they can win a face-off and clear. But again, the key is how North Dakota attacks, if they get attacked sometime, how they attack the triangle set up by the Maverick skaters in front of Austin Roden. Will they try and flip that or not?
Off the tie-up, it's controlled by North Dakota's Jammernick. Flips left circle, Moore at the dot. Centering pass, high slot, Bass between the circles. Backpedaling to the blue line. Dishes Moore at the dot. Shoots through traffic, blocked by Mancini. Moore scoops up the puck, left goal line. Calder, rink wide, left side. Schmaltz deals Moore between the circles, shoots. Right pad save Roden, loose between the goal line. Knuckling wide. Sullivan, lead pass intended for Berg, blew a tire. Heads to the bench, had a possible short-handed breakaway if he hadn't slipped on the ice.
What a save. Again, outstanding work continuing by Austin Roden, keeping his team in this. The power play now, a 5-on-4 for minute 5.
35 seconds left in the second. UND up 4-2. Fighting Hawks posting up along the right point. Costantini one-handed to Bass. Centering pass intended for Moore, picked off by Krenzen. Rifles it down from left to right. Driscoll backpedals behind the goal, playing traffic cop against a chase Omaha forecheck. Abate and Randall in hot pursuit.
Before that sparkling save by Roden a moment ago, Nolan Sullivan with a big play. Omaha was in the standard triangle. He was out there alone against Bass, but checked it.
Caulfield right circle with 5 seconds left in the second. Blind pass, high slot, loose. Jandrick left circle, shoots at the horn, flung wide. Glove side of Roden as we hit the end of 2 periods. At the end of 40, it's North Dakota 4, Omaha 2.
Oh, a lot to talk about in this game. The bottom line, though, is Omaha just needs to kill off that 31 seconds left on that penalty, the Tyconic, on the fresh ice, and get on the attack. Just a 2-goal deficit. It could be worse. Roden keeping Omaha, giving them a chance to get something done here tonight in front of this big crowd at Baxter Arena.
The goal for the Mavericks scored by Matt Miller, and for North Dakota, the goal scored by Jake Schmaltz, his second of the night, and Griffin Ness. At the end of 2 periods, it's Omaha trailing North Dakota 4-2. Fighting Hawks this year when leading through 2, and NCHC best 20-2. Mavericks when trailing through 2 periods 2-9. Our second period intermission report comes your way next. This is Omaha Mavericks hockey on the Mavericks Radio Network, powered by Learfield. Number 10, St. Cloud State. And with 12, number 3, Denver leads Colorado College 1-0. A Pierce win, and the North tonight would have Denver still in the hunt for the Penrose. But if North Dakota can hold this 2-goal lead entering the third, they'll, for the first time in NCHC history, win the regular season championship 3 consecutive years in a row. We'll see how that third period unfolds when we return from Baxter Arena. Remember, Terry, the Mavericks overcame a 2-goal deficit against the Fighting Hawks the last time these two teams played, so it's not yet done, but still a lot of way to climb up.
Yeah, absolutely. Plenty of time for Omaha. They've worked hard, and it should be a great third period, and they have a chance. At
the end of 2, it's North Dakota 4, Omaha 2. Third period on your way. Next to the Mavericks Radio Network, powered by Learfield.
Can I get it right now? Let me just come and get it.
Forget about the crowds, the size of the school, their fancy uniforms.
No one comes into our house and pushes us around.
Unleash the fury.
If you put your effort and concentration into playing to your potential, to be the best that you can be, I don't care what the scoreboard says at the end of the game, in my book, we're going to be winners. Tonight, we stay with them. And we shut them down because we can.
That's still black ice. This is our pond.
That's right. Phoebe's right. We got to take it to these guys.
I want you to get up now.
Unleash the fury.
I want all of you to get up out of your chairs.
The fans are standing up to them. The security guards are standing up to them. The peanut vendors are standing up to them. Come on. All right. Let's go. Say, boys. We say, boys. Let me hear it. Go, go, go. Let's go.
Unleash the fury! Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the ice. Your UNO Mavericks!
Doubly good. Here we go.
First things first, North Dakota's got to take care of business. Fighting Hawks from left to right. Win the faceoff. Right circle, Judd Caulfield at the dot. Wrister thrown off the apron of the net. Tracked down by Jimmy Glynn. Bats it off the high dasher far side into the Maverick bench, stopping play. 9 seconds into the final frame. 22 seconds left on the Johnny Tyconic penalty. The former Fighting Hawk committed that foul with less than 2 minutes remaining in the second. Neutral zone faceoff coming up far side. Ford and Glynn taking the face-off. Ford, the nation leader in face-off wins, picks up his second of the period, 11th overall. 4-2 lead for North Dakota over Omaha. 15 seconds into the third. Along the left point, Clevin dishes left circle. Costantini wrist shot flexed aside by Roden. Prodded to the right circle. 5 seconds left on the penalty. Left circle. Ford, low high pass, no one at the blue line. Tyconic out of the box. We're back to 5-on-5 with every penalty killed this season. Miller orthopedic specialists remind you to get back in the game at full strength.
Omaha ran that out. Tyler Clevin had to retreat to cover the man coming out of the penalty box, so Nolan was at the left point, and the Mavs survived that.
Ty Mueller for the Mavericks at the right circle. One of two Omaha goal scorers tonight. Slicing wide on Schmaltz, holding left circle. One-time blast. Berg scorched over the bar. Mueller digs it out. Right goal line behind the goal stripe. Parking through two bodies. One-handed to Weiss. Bogged down. Clevin wheels behind the goal. Flips it off the end dasher near side. Trickling at neutral ice. Konecki flips it to the left of Driscoll. Fielded by Clevin. Fighting Hawks from left to right. Leading 4-2, a minute 20 seconds into the third.
Neutral. I was going to say Jason Schmaltz with that 2-goal lead, instinctively getting that puck off to the side. Let's go up the side, get it out of danger as we break out of our own zone.
No need to play over-aggressive with a 2-goal lead.
Right.
Mavericks from right to left. McManus at the goal line, far side, right wing boards. Bracketed by Ferner and Caulfield. Caulfield emerges with the puck, ushering it out to center. Pitchfork to the red line, swatted by Proctor. Ness keeps control of the puck. One-handed to Ports, left circle. Jabbed loose by Proctor. Pinching from the blue line, right side Ferner. One-handed to Albrecht, lost the puck. Knuckling the Proctor, scales off the high glass. Skied out of the zone. Ferner boxing out McManus for the puck as the Mavericks make a line change. 2 minutes into the third, Omaha trailing by 2 goals. Fighting Hawks 4, Omaha 2. Albrecht along the near side where the red line meets the boards in front of the North Dakota bench. Flips a cutting Coons, right circle, wrist shot flung wide, blocker side of Roden. Sullivan along the far wing, right wing side, backhands behind Driscoll. Tracked down by Johnston, Brett Johnston, the first Texan to play for North Dakota. Unable to clear, right circle, Mancini shoots, high blocker side of Driscoll. Swatted by Conley to the left point. Conley unable to keep the zone, jabbed loose by Jammernick. Mavericks forced to double back in the defensive zone. 17-15 left. North Dakota 4, Omaha 2. Sullivan re-enters along the right goal line. Pressed to the wall by Johnson. Fighting Hawks from left to right. Jammernick curling through center ice. Lunging to the attacking zone. Offside. Jammernick and Brendan Booty were both over the blue line. Booty a little bit over-anxious. Brings the faceoff out to neutral ice. 17 minutes left in the third. North Dakota leads 4-2.
Scanlon taking out Jammernick. The timing thrown off at the line. In that second, through 2 periods of play, Jake Schmaltz, a 2-goal night, he has 6 total shots on goal. Ashton Calder has 7. North Dakota unofficially with 31 on the night. A big advantage for Omaha because they've had power play opportunities. Wonder what their total shots attempted are in this game. We don't have that stat.
Neutralized faceoff controlled by North Dakota along the far side. Clevin pitchforks off the high glass. Mavericks keep the zone. A 3-1-1 forecheck up high. Konecki between the circles. Wrist shot scorched wide. Loose along the right goal line. Miller swatted wide. Blocker side of Driscoll. Omaha keeps the zone. Left circle. Miller bogged down by Costantini. Dangles past the defender. North Dakota from left to right along the far wing. Ford stood up by Miller along the far side. Alternating puck possession at the red line where it meets the boards, right wing in front of the Maverick bench. Logged by Miller behind Driscoll, tracked down by Ferner. Out to neutral ice. Omaha doubling back and scampering in the attacking zone. Right circle, Weiss fans on the shot. Weiss gets it back. Centering pass, nobody home along the left circle. Berg rims it along the far side. Nobody posted up at the blue line. Tykonik in the race for the puck with Coons. Tykonik applies the brakes. Coons presses him to the boards. And the Mavericks ahead from right to left. 4 minutes into the final frame. North Dakota leading 4-2. Out along the right wing. Loose puck corralled by Schmaltz. One-handed to Calder along the left circle. He and Tykonik, the 2 transfers, jousting for possession. Calder backhands behind Roden. Mavericks ahead from right to left. Weiss flips to Tykonik back into the zone.
Mavs with good puck support to come out of their zone with Proctor, a diagonal pass through the neutral.
Right circle, McManus shoots, blocked by Moore along the far side. McManus keeps his own, deals rink wide. Konecki left circle at the hash marks, deals cross ice. Mancini high slot back to McManus, dips right circle. Ward driving on goal, stood aside. McManus high slot deals Ward left circle, one-timer fanned on the shot. He had Driscoll out of position. Ward handcuffed behind the goal line. Loose puck corralled by Ports along the far side. Pressed to the boards by McManus, completing a back check. 2-a-side puck battle controlled by the Mavericks. McManus centering pass underneath Konecki's stick. He had an open net to shoot at. It's down from left to right as North Dakota makes a partial change. 14:45 left. North Dakota 4, Omaha 2. Fighting Hawks eyeing a 3rd consecutive Penrose Cup. Mavericks aiming to keep their NCAA tournament hopes alive. Aiming for a cowboy up finish. Down 2 goals. Jammernick along the right point, chasing after the puck. Canceled out by Proctor. Loose along the far side. North Dakota keeps his own. A 1-2-2 forecheck along the left circle. Booty skies it off the high glass. Jandrick at the point. Swatted into the high slot. Krenzen lead pass underneath Bremer's stick. Down from right to left. No icing on the deflection. Bremer chasing after the puck. Holding bottom of the right circle. Pitchforked out of the crease by Jandrick along the far side. Arm up, penalty upcoming. It's on North Dakota. Bremer took a spill to the ice. We'll break it down when we return out of our under 15 media timeout. 14:03 left. North Dakota 4, Omaha 2 from Baxter Arena. This is Omaha Mavericks hockey on the Mavericks Radio Network, powered by Learfield.
The previous play will be under review.
Okay. Under review. There's the chance. Give them 5. Last weekend, the Mavericks were killed by third-period penalties against the Denver Pioneer program that scored 3 power play goals in the final frame. With 14:03 left, North Dakota leads Omaha 4-2. The Mavericks to the building Omaha power play for the first time in the third period, 4th time overall. Jackson Coons is in the penalty box. Whether or not it'll be upgraded to a major penalty on a boarding call along the far side. Terry, big call either way.
Yeah, absolutely. That was Brock Bremer. He got up slowly and could go certainly in the Mavs' favor on an upgrade to a 5-minute major and beyond on Jackson Coons. Again, with 14:03 left in the third period, North Dakota with a 4-2 lead over Omaha. And the review is going on to see if this will be a bigger penalty for a check from behind, head first in the boards by Brock Bremer. Now, Coons would be arguing that the player was turning, which, of course, is a problem in the emphasis over the last 2 decades on taking that play out of the game. But they're still reviewing it. And obviously a huge point in this game if Omaha could get onto the major here at the major penalty and a power play.
Terry, if you recall last month, the Mavericks trailed 2-0 entering the third against North Dakota. They climbed back into it first on a power play goal and then a goal moments after the power play goal was scored. So we look back a month ago, there are a lot of similarities between this game and the last time both teams played. Omaha's currently outshot 31-12, but similar to that cold night in Grand Forks, Omaha still in it within arm reach, down by 2.
Yep, just a 2-goal deficit, nothing in hockey. And the Mavs have played well, played hard. Austin Roden's kept this team in it with that big shot advantage from North Dakota. Here we go. We'll get this announcement. Dan Drager waits for his partner, Sterling Egan, to come out. Sterling's going to make the call.
After further review, we'll be assessing a 5-minute major and game misconduct for check from behind.
That's it for Coons, one of the bigger-bodied forwards on this North Dakota team. And the Mavericks to a major power play for 5 minutes, can possibly tie the game within that 5-minute span. Will be a man up, barring a penalty to match to play 4-on-4. So here's their chance, Terry.
Yep, absolutely. This is the ball game. Dane Montgomery will serve the 5-minute major. He's on the penalty bench. Jackson Coons leads the game, and here we go. Omaha needs to bear down, and they need to certainly try and spread out if they get that attack zone time, and look at Ward on the wide wing.
Defensive zone face-off controlled by Mark Senden, hounded at the near side. Omaha with Ward stood up by Ford, down from left to right, backhanding it on goal. Roden drops to both knees, swept aside behind the net. Brandon Scanlon doubling back and starting up the rush. Omaha on the power play, 25.6%, 7th in the country. North Dakota on the kill, 79%, 38th in the entire nation. Scanlon stood up at the blue line, forced to double back.
Clevin with his reach standing up, especially at his own blue line there, making that clear, and he does it again this time.
McManus hounded at the blue line, cleared out from left to right by Clevin, up and over the glass.
Trying to figure out this face-off location.
This is big. Clevin was in his own zone when he cleared it over the glass, so that means the Mavericks earn an attacking zone face-off instead of out to neutral ice. Straw comes to Driscoll's left. With 13:29 left, it's North Dakota 4, Omaha 2. Off the tie-up, it's controlled by the Fighting Hawks. Clevin veering back behind the goal stripe. Guns it out from left to right. Johnny Tyconic, the former Fighting Hawk in his senior weekend. Second year with the Mavericks, quarterbacking the power play.
Casey, face-offs.
29-21 in favor of North Dakota so far. Weiss left circle at the dot, doubling back into the high slot. Backhands to Tyconic straight away, surveying the 4-man box. Deals right circle to Conley at the outer hash marks. Holding, surveying the middle of the ice. Wired behind the net, Matt Miller, one of 2 Maverick goal scorers tonight. Holding at the right circle, jarred loose, prodded out by Bass down from left to right.
Wow, Tyler Weiss, I don't think he realized that he was able to get time and space between Senden and Cooper Moore on that left side as they were setting up in that box. And I just don't think he realized he had the possibility of a play right in on Zach Driscoll.
12.5 left. North Dakota leads Omaha 4-2. 3:20 left on the Maverick major power play. Out along the right wing, Brandon McManus flips the puck behind Driscoll, chasing after it at the NCHC crest. Centering pass intended for Primo, jarred loose. North Dakota from left to right, possibly short-handed. Jammernick at the left circle, high slot, shoots. Chest save Roden, spills wide behind the goal. Scanlon tracks down the puck.
Jammernick expends that energy on the forecheck and the shot, so as he comes back up ice, he goes off for a change. That's that chase forecheck, I call it.
Shots on goal in favor of North Dakota, 33-12 so far tonight. Mavericks in the attacking zone, left point, Scanlon, rink wide right circle, McManus slap shot, left pad save Driscoll. Corralled by Ward, left circle, the nation leader in power play goals, backhand straight away, past both Scanlon and McManus. Scanlon doubling back, collecting the puck.
Omaha regrouping here, Scanlon doing a great job holding that puck in to set up McManus for that shot.
Left circle, Randall at the dot, centering pass, knuckling wide, loose high slot, Tyconic fakes a drive, left circle, centering pass for Randall, loose, Randall centering pass back door, intended for Miller, jarred wide, Conley holding at the right point, rink wide, Tyconic, straight away, wired to Miller at the dot, left side, cradles, back door, one-timer, score! Kevin Conley! And the second-year Maverick captain, his 9th goal of the season, 5th on the power play. And still with 2:08 left on the major, it's North Dakota 4, Omaha 3, 11-11 left.
Oh, is that a thing of beauty? How about number 1, Johnny Tyconic getting that puck into the North Dakota zone. Then with his cat quickness, able to pivot to get back up high, set up the configuration of the high slot with the 2 wide wingers. And Taylor Ward ends up with that puck. Wardo, a right-handed shot on the left side. So is he going to take the one-timer off the Tyconic feed? No, he got it through the box over there to the other wide wing on the off wing for the angle to put that one home. Kevin Conley. What a play by the man. The power play continues.
Off the center ice face-off, Mavericks ahead, moving from right to left. Conley along the right wing, logs it behind the net. Mavericks in a forecheck, a 2-1-2 look along the left goal line. Weiss lost the puck, jab to the right circle. Conley at the hash marks, cutting wide on Caulfield. Low high pass, Berg flips Tyconic, right point. Surveying the 4-man box, fakes a drive, scampering into the high slot between the circles, deals Conley right side, centering pass, knuckling wide through a maze of skates. Tyconic holds left point, surveying the 4-man box. 1.5 minutes left in the power play. Weiss left circle, circling into the high slot. Saucer pass Tyconic along the right wing, dishes to Conley inside the right circle, surveying the 4-man box. Deals, Weiss, left circle, back to Conley, one-timer off the top of Driscoll's glove, trickling over the bar. Mavs keep the zone along the far circle. Tyconic, outer hash marks, deals to Conley at the dot, shoots, scorched high over the bar. Tracked down by Weiss. Saucer pass Tyconic, straight away center point. 1 minute left in the power play. Weiss, blind pass, Tyconic, high slot, shoots. Glove save Driscoll, no rebound. Stopping play with 9:58 left. It's North Dakota 4, Omaha 3, 55 seconds left on the major power play.
Tyconic making it happen with that great attack zone time for Omaha. As Connor Ford doing a good job keeping Tyler Weiss out on the sides of the play, on the near side, trying to work him down the boards. And after the previous goal, North Dakota very intent on trying to cut off that pass through the middle of their zone or box defense. That left it up to Tyconic to get those opportunities.
9:58 left. North Dakota 4, Omaha 3. Play stops. The officials are clearing up some loose ice in the goal crease. It's getting hot inside Baxter Arena, the largest crowd of the season. Lots of Kelly Green in attendance. Maverick fans watching their teams for the final time this season at home. Omaha's NCAA tournament at large hopes on the line. They'll need to win in order to have a chance. They're a goal down late in the third. Face off to the left of Driscoll. Off the tie-up, controlled by the Mavericks. Right circle, McManus deals straight away. Scanlon back to McManus. Right circle, centering pass. Ward bottom of the left circle. Cutting wide on Clevin. Taken down to the ice. No penalties called. Scanlon keeps his own. Rink wide, right side. McManus wired to Ward. Intercepted. Schmaltz fumbles the puck. Babs keep the zone. Right circle. McManus, high-low pass. Primo between the circles. Fumbles the puck. Loose in front of the goal. McManus, spinning shot. Lunging save Driscoll. Ward left circle. Thrown high over the bar with Driscoll on his seat of his pants. Ward left circle. Lost the puck. Holding bottom of left circle at the goal line. Looking through the middle of the ice. 20 seconds left in the Maverick power play. Trailing by a goal. 9:20 left. Ward at the dot. Left side. Deals high slot. One-timer Scanlon blocked by Schmaltz in between the circles. Right circle. McManus flips. Scanlon back to Ward. One-timer block. Loose at the goal line. Swept out of trouble by Clevin. Down from left to right. Montgomery out of the box. And we're back to 5-on-5.
Oh, what magnificent hockey. This building is wild.
9 minutes left. North Dakota 4, Omaha 3. Mavericks from right to left. Bremer, right wing, flips a puck from the neutral zone on goal. Driscoll lunging from right to left. Gloves the second hop. Bringing us to the under 10-minute media timeout with 8:50 left. It's North Dakota 4, Omaha 3 from Baxter Arena. This is Omaha Mavericks hockey on the Mavericks Radio Network, powered by Learfield. Dakota looked like they were cruising, but the Mavericks, like usual in this series, they're not going out without a fight.
Not in front of this great crowd last regular season weekend here at Baxter Arena. By the way, game 2 tomorrow night at 7 o'clock, 7:07 face-off. Big face-off now in the North Dakota zone. We're back to 5-on-5.
Face-off controlled by Mueller. Flips at the hash marks. Krenzen lost out on the puck. Matteo Costantini from left to right at the circle. Left wing hounded by Konecki. Badgered along the far side. Mavericks ahead from right to left. 3-on-2. Berg feeds Weiss. Right circle. Centering pass behind the intended target. Berg. Driscoll lunging out of the goal crease. Stopping play. Terry Weiss had a give-and-go opportunity with Berg a couple inches behind him. Inhibited his process toward goal. That was danger waiting to happen.
Yep, a game of inches. And Brad Berry on that North Dakota bench feeling and telling his team, you survived the 5-minute major. Could have been worse. You gave up a goal. You look at both goalies in the split screen on NCAA TV. But now, of course, he wants to get back somewhat on the attack with his team and really not take too many chances. Omaha must take chances now. Pinch the defenseman. Austin Roden will have to come up big for Omaha.
Randall off the face-off win, right goal line, close angle shot, stonewalled by Driscoll, short side chest save. Omaha keeps his own along the right wing at the circle. Randall hounded along the far side. North Dakota clears from left to right. Ferner angles it off the wall. Mancini tracks it down, and it's called for an icing. Mancini beating out Senden for a race for the puck. With 8:09 left, it's North Dakota 4, Omaha 3.
This would be a good place to get going in that face-off circle for Omaha.
Terry, are you surprised neither coach has used a timeout yet?
No. North Dakota, this combination out there not expended a lot of energy yet, so they're good here, even though they have to stay on for this after the icing.
Face-off controlled by Omaha. Taylor Ward left goal line. Button hooks past two defenders. Centering pass. McManus fumbles the puck. McManus centers. Back door. Primo lost the puck between his skates. Omaha with Randall. Flips a shot from the right circle into the mesh behind the goal. Stopping play. With 7:56 left, it stays North Dakota 4, Omaha 3. Terry, the Mavericks are knocking on the doorstep, but Zach Driscoll not allowing them to get past the doorbell.
Yeah. A lot of opportunities led by Taylor Ward. We just saw on NCAA TV on his senior weekend.
Face off to the right of Driscoll. Primo and Ford taking the draw. Ford wins it, backhands to Clevin, arcs it out to center ice. 2 bounces corralled by Scanlon. Cutting wide on Caulfield. Mavericks clear the zone from right to left. 7:45 left. North Dakota 4, Omaha 3. Mancini tracks down the puck behind Roden. The backup goaltender for Omaha in place of usual starter Isaiah Seville has kept his team in it down the stretch. McManus left circle, holds in the backhand. One-handed to Ward at the left goal line. Off the high glass, gloved by Primo. One-handed back to Primo from Ward. Primo back to Ward, left circle, wrister. Right pad save Driscoll. Primo, bottom of the right goal line. Bracketed by both Clevin and Bast along the far side. Mavericks keep the zone, a 1-3-1 forecheck. Left circle, Scanlon shoots, blocked by Caulfield. Scanlon picks it back up. Wired left circle, McManus rink wide. Right circle, Mancini shoots, body save, chest save, Driscoll no rebound. Through a Primo screen, stopping play with 7:03 left. It stays North Dakota 4, Omaha 3.
Senior weekend for Chase Primo, and number 13 Primo and number 17 is running mate Taylor Ward. Their dads, of course, both played in the NHL. Taylor Ward's a father with that pedigree and the North Dakota connections. And are they playing well? Really pressing here to try and get that equalizer. Great job by Caulfield to come out against a good shooter at that left point, Dan Scanlon, for that fronting in for that big block moment.
Face-off won by Mueller. Left point, Proctor shoots off the end dasher, tracked down by Weiss. Bottom of the right circle, scrambling up the half wall, deals to Tykonic. Right point, wrister, caught Jandrick in his midsection. Jandrick swats it out of the zone from left to right out to neutral ice. 6:45 left. North Dakota leads Omaha 4-3. Mavericks re-enter along the left wing. Mueller at the circle. Wrist shot, glove save. Driscoll, no rebound. Mavericks with another attacking zone faceoff coming up down the goal with 6:40 left.
Of course, North Dakota trying to nail down the Penrose Cup. Emblematic of another regular season championship of the National Collegiate Hockey Conference. League executive Michael Wiseman in the house. And the hardware somewhere down below at the event level here at Baxter Arena. Omaha trying to spoil the party for tonight, pending what's happening out in the Rocky Mountains.
We'll touch up on that in just a moment. Defensive zone face-off won by Ford. Backhands out of the zone. Scanlon lost the puck. North Dakota 2-on-1. Calder pressed to the ice. No penalties called. McManus tracks it down along the far side. Drifting through center ice. High-stepping over the blue line. One-handed the Ward. Loose. Primo back to McManus. Driving on goal. Stood aside. Arm is up. Penalty upcoming. Puck is touched by Clevin. Slashed the call with 6:16 left. The Mavericks back to the building. Omaha power play. McManus made a play happen like he has all year. Clevin to the box. The most penalized player in the league.
Number 25. 2-minute minor, slashing.
And the Mavericks have a chance to tie the game on the power play. A season strength for Omaha this year.
Primo, McManus, Taylor Ward. You see him on the right wing on the NCAA replay. So creative, playing so hard, double shifting now down the stretch here. And here's that Maverick power play getting another chance. This crowd ready to go wild here. They gotta light the lamp.
Omaha 1 of 5, 25.6%, 7th in the country. 6:16 left. North Dakota 4, Omaha 3. Draw to Driscoll's left. Controlled by Omaha. High slot. Conley fakes a drive. Deals straight away. Tykonic takes a stumble to the ice on one knee. Dishes to Conley at the dot. Right circle. Snapshot. Scores tie over the bar. Bouncing puck behind the net. Conley tracks it down. Bottom of the right circle. Surveying the four-man box at the dot, right side, holding forehand, backhand, cradles, dishes, Tykonic, right point, straight away, Tykonic, wires back to Conley, right circle, shoots, glove save, Driscoll, no rebound, with Miller to his left. Stopping play with 5:49 remaining. Fighting Hawks 4, Omaha 3, 1:33 left on the Clevin penalty.
Tough to tell from our angle. Of course, that's the way it is wherever you're sitting in hockey, but it looked like Zach Driscoll had a pretty good view at that shot as Chris Jandrick, one defenseman on that side along with Clevin, keeping that lane open to the goalie.
Mavs win the faceoff. Right circle, McManus, high-low pass. Ward, left circle, backhander flung wide. Schmaltz got his stick on the puck.
Huge play by Schmaltz, Casey.
Taylor Ward, the nation leader in power play goals with 12. Low-high pass, right circle, McManus serving, dishes, Primo, close angle shot, stonewalled by Driscoll. Mavericks keep the zone along the left point. Ward Dishes Scanlon, wired right circle, McManus centering pass, loose, Randall deals to Primo, lost it, left circle, Ward shorts, flung wide over the bar, McManus keeps his own, bottom of the right circle, Randall shoots through traffic, knuckling wide, it caught more in his stick. Scanlon left point, rink wide, right circle, McManus drags, shoots, blocker save of the butterfly Driscoll, 50 seconds left in the Maverick power play, straight away Scanlon, swept to McManus, back to Ward, left circle, wrist shot, flung wide over the bar, tracked down by McManus, right dot, swept, high slot, Scanlon shoots through traffic over the crossbar, Ward digs it out. Saucer pass, bounces over Scanlon's stick. Mavericks forced to touch back up to neutral.
What attack zone time. Here they come again.
McManus right circle, cutting wide on Sendon, bracketed by Sendon and Ferner along the right circle. Randall centers, Weiss to Konepke left circle. Konepke doubling back to the blue line. Straight away, Konepke deals right circle to Weiss. 10 seconds left on the Maverick power play. Weiss outer hashes right circle through the four-man box. Deals straight away Konepke. Wires back to Weiss, right circle. Fed across, Konepke underneath his stick. Konepke activating from the blue line, swept behind the goal. Primo, bottom of the right circle, centering pass. Berg backhander, bouncing puck, tracked down by Driscoll. Stopping play as we hit the under 5-minute media timeout. 4:15 left. North Dakota 4, Omaha 3 from Baxter Arena. This is Omaha Mavericks hockey on the Mavericks Radio Network, powered by Leaderfield.
You think you got it, oh, you think you got it, but got it, just don't get it, 'cause there's nothing at all. We get together, oh, we get together, but separate's always better when there's feelings involved. If what they say is nothing is forever, then what makes love the exception? So why yo, are we so in denial when we know we're not happy here? Y'all don't wanna hear me, you just wanna dance. Don't want to meet your daddy. Just want you in my caddy. Don't want to meet your mama. Just want to make you come.
Tremendous pressure by Omaha on that power play. Very impressive, but not able to light the lamp. North Dakota with a 29-16-1 advantage all time in this series. There have been some great games. This is another one.
North Dakota 21-2 all time when leading through two periods against the Mavericks. Omaha aiming to change that. Face-off controlled by Kevin Conley. Right circle toward the goal line. Low high pass, right point McManus. Swings, left circle, Scanlon deals Mancini. Backdoor, one-timer, Weiss through a screen. Off the stick of Driscoll into the mesh. Stopping play.
A lot of great plays tonight stand out. But he's hurt Omaha, of course, with his 2 goals. Jake Schmaltz on that power play flurry in this third period by Omaha. He had a huge block stick check on a Taylor Ward effort. Ward was right at the doorstep, almost pushed that in, but Schmaltz got his stick on that.
Face off to the right of Driscoll, controlled by North Dakota. Klevin, stick check by Weiss, attempting to clear the zone along the far side. They do off the high glass. Send it on both knees at the red line where it meets the board's right wing, logs it behind Roden. Mavericks ahead from right to left. 3:40 left. North Dakota 4, Omaha 3 from Baxter Arena. Game 1 of 2, senior weekend in Omaha. Mavericks aiming to keep their NCAA tournament hopes alive. North Dakota can clinch the Penrose Cup for the 3rd consecutive season with a victory. Scanlon with a controlled breakout. Lead pass to Glenn. Intercepted by Moore. 1 of 4 North Dakota goal scorers. Mancini doubling back into the E-zone. Pestered by Jamernick. Slicing wide, D to D, Scanlon through the middle of the ice. Glenn, rink wide, left circle. Randall, wrist shot, stick save at the butterfly. Driscoll directed to the far boards. Arced out of the zone by Schmaltz out from left to right. 3 minutes left. North Dakota 4, Omaha 3 from Baxter. Still 5-on-5 hockey. Roden in the crease. Along the right goal line, Krenzen applies the brakes, holding behind the goal. One-handed to the far circle. Randall in pursuit, jarred loose by Schmaltz. Clearing the zone from left to right. No icing on a deflection. 2:40 left. North Dakota 4, Omaha 3. Konepke setting up shop behind the goal. against a 1-2-2 North Dakota forecheck.
Naturally, Omaha needs a good entry. Not this time, though.
Konecki nearly turns it over. Ward corrals the puck right wing side where the red line meets the boards along the far wing.
North Dakota with forechecking in the neutral zone, intent on keeping Roden in the net.
Sandin and Konecki battling for possession. Scales off the top of their bodies into the Maverick bench. To stop play with 2:22 left, it's North Dakota 4, Omaha 3. Neutralized faceoff coming up along the far side. Terry, one thing to bring up, Omaha has yet to score a goal this year with the net empty. They need to change that tonight in order to have a chance at possibly overtime.
Yep, absolutely. Neutral zone faceoff keeps Roden in there. Each team has their timeout. Here we go with the faceoff at the Omaha zone line.
Ty Mueller and Louis Jamernick. Jamernick wins it, backhands to Bast along the near side, rims it behind Roden, tracked down by Tykonic, the former Fighting Hawk, has committed a penalty tonight. Could possibly tie the game if he were to come up for the Mavericks. Kevin Conley bogged down past the blue line by Bast. More wheels behind the goal against a 2-1-2 Maverick forecheck along the right wing. Tykonic doubling back to the neutral zone. 2 minutes left. North Dakota 4, Omaha 3 from Baxter. Driscoll lost the puck behind the goal. Roden skates, staggers, lost out. Possibly it's down for an icing. Roden was in the middle of skating to the bench and backpedaling back to the goal line. He's off to the bench now for an extra skater. Fighting Hawks ice the puck, so with 1:44 left, Omaha with an attacking zone face-off down the goal.
North Dakota, high percentage icing there. They have their timeout if they wanted to use that. There's Bradbury. Yep, he is ready to make the signal for, he's standing on the bench right below us. Anytime, now he's ready. Takes as much time as he can before he has to make that call. Rest his troops, and now they'll talk.
The seventh-year headman, donning the royal blue suit just below us, into a 7-year contract extension earlier this week. He acknowledged that the job was still yet to be completed, knowing that they had to win at least a game against the Mavericks for a chance at the Penrose. We talked about other scores across the NCHC that would contribute to the NCHC standings. Denver currently leads Colorado College 2-0 with 19 minutes left in the middle frame. So the Fighting Hawks, if they can take care of business this last minute 44, can clinch the outright Penrose Cup for the 3rd consecutive year. Remember, they won against these Mavericks at Ralph Engelstad Arena last year. So North Dakota aiming to double down against Omaha to win the league title.
And trying to get it done in regulation and get those 3 points. But what a battle by the Mavericks tonight against North Dakota. We have game 2 of this series tomorrow night. Could be, it'll be senior night. Of course, a lot of emotion as usual. But the complexion of the series will change a little bit from North Dakota's point of view. Of course, they've got top shelf players who've been out with the injuries, so they're ready to try and lock this down shorthanded.
1:44 left. The net pulled. 6 skaters on the ice for the Mavericks. A face-off to the left of Zach Driscoll. North Dakota 4, Omaha 3. Draw controlled by Connor Ford. The nation leader in face-off wins behind the goal. Clevin arcs it out to center ice. Caught McManus in his midsection, doubling back into the defensive zone. 95 seconds left. North Dakota 4, Omaha 3. Mavericks from right to left. Taylor Ward, right circle at the hash marks, cutting wide on Clevin. Wrist shot flung wide through a maze of skates. Straight away, Scanlon, left point. Rink wide pass. McManus back to Scanlon. Wires to Weiss, left circle. Dishes. Scanlon, one-timer, blocked by Sendin. Loose along the near side. Ford pitchforks it down from left to right. Scanlon in the race for the puck. Cancels out Caulfield, setting up shop in front of the empty goal.
Big block by Sendin, the senior from Medina, Minnesota.
65 seconds left. North Dakota 4, Omaha 3. Weiss, right circle, wrist shot, right pad save. Driscoll spills behind the goal. Weiss, center pass. Ward, one-timer. It's in underneath the bar. On the board. Taylor Ward ties the goal. The son of a North Dakota legend has given the Mavericks life with 57 seconds left. Omaha overcomes a 2-goal deficit entering the 3rd like they did a month ago in Grand Forks, and we're all tied at 4.
And on senior weekend, Tyler Weiss with the setup out of the end zone, getting it to his classmate Taylor Ward. Listen to this crowd. Listen to this UNO crowd. They're blowing the lid off of Baxter Arena. Omaha's tied it. Tyler Lee with a setup out of the end zone to Taylor Ward. What a snipe. Far side post where the goalpost meets the crossbar.
Center ice face-off controlled by the Mavericks. Konecny logs it behind Crystal. Mavericks first to it. Matt Miller, bottom of the right goal line, holding at the circle, bracketed by both Senden and Ford. Loose for the puck. Miller, backhands right point. Krenzen, right point. Wrist shot through traffic, blocked by Ford. 35 seconds left. North Dakota and Omaha tied at 4. Lead pass for Ford, intended for Calder. Canceled out by Konecny. Mavericks control behind the goal. 30 seconds left. North Dakota 4. Number 4, North Dakota 4. Mavericks from right to left. Miller streaking through center ice. Sergeant Chase, left circle. 3-on-2. Deals Berg underneath his stick. Berg tracks it down. Right circle. One-timer. Mancini blocked. Mancini tracks it down. Bottom of the right circle. Behind the goal line. Behind the net. Ward centering pass. Intended for Scanlon. Loose. Sent down from left to right. And Weir headed to overtime from Baxter Arena. Overcomes a 2-goal deficit entering the third. And a game needs more than 60 minutes to decide whether or not a Penrose Cup will be crowned or if the Mavericks will cowboy up. We'll step aside for 30 seconds when we return. Overtime between North Dakota and Omaha. This is Omaha Mavericks Hockey on the Mavericks Radio Network, powered by Learfield. All right.
Tastes like strawberries on a summer evening, and it sounds just like a song. I want more berries and that summer feeling. It's so wonderful and warm. Breathe me in, breathe me out.
Between number 4 North Dakota and number 20 Omaha from Baxter Arena. Overtime for the second consecutive meeting. The Mavericks trailed by 2 goals in Grand Forks a month ago at Ralph Engelstad Arena. Scored 2 goals in the third. And now a month later, the Mavericks, who had trailed 4-2 entering the third, scored 2 in the final frame. And North Dakota's quest for a Penrose three-peat is put on hold for at least 5 more minutes in overtime. Casey Roll with you, with Terry Leahy to my left. Terry, you've been here a lot longer than I have, 25 years of Mavericks hockey. Where does this rank in terms of this North Dakota-Omaha rivalry?
Oh, it's right up there. Like I said, there have been some good matchups. North Dakota, a powerhouse dynastic program. They control their series against a lot of opponents over a lot of years. But the Mavericks have certainly had their moments, and here they are potentially with another one. No matter what happens, we'll never forget Omaha's efforts on the power play. The attacks on time they had in this third period, and then executing with the extra attacker. 2 seniors on senior weekend. Tyler Weiss and Taylor Ward getting together, and that beautiful shot by Ward, and we're going to miss it.
North Dakota with a win in overtime will secure the Penrose Cup. 3 points up on Denver entering play tonight. The Mavericks with an overtime win keep their NCAA tournament hopes alive. The 3 on the ice for the Mavericks, skating the home whites with black and crimson lettering and trim. Jimmy Glynn, Matt Miller, Brandon Scanlon. For the Fighting Hawks, Louis Jammernick, Ashton Calder, Cooper Moore. Off the center ice faceoff, North Dakota controls moving from right to left. Fighting Hawks entered play tonight 23-3 all time when leading through 2 against the Mavs. Calder left circle, cutting wide on Glynn, posting up below the left goal line, bracketed along the near side. Jammernick, blind pass, intercepted by Scanlon, surging through center ice, 2-on-1 possibly. Scanlon right circle, between the dots, waits, centers back door. McManus, who won the game for the Mavericks a month ago, lost out, 2-on-1 possibly for UND, right circle. Jammernick at the dot, shoots, chest save, Roden, no rebound. Stopping play, 30 seconds into overtime. North Dakota and Omaha remain tied at 4.
Oh, wide open hockey in the overtime, the extra ice. Players activating in the 3-on-3. Playing man-on-man. then stepping up in the offensive zone.
Face-off to the left of Roden. Jake Schmaltz, the owner of 2 of 4 North Dakota goals, takes the face-off against Ty Mueller, 1 of 4 Omaha goals. Schmaltz wins it. Backhands right circle. Jandrick scaling up the half wall. Driving behind the goal, canceled out. Mancini tracks down the puck. Backhands behind the net. Mueller flips to Mancini. Pestered along the near side by Caulfield. Mancini streaking through center, possibly 2-on-1. Mancini along the right circle toward the goal line. Applies the brakes. Snow goes flying into the air. Low high pass, right point. Mueller, rink wide, left circle. It's Tyler Weiss scrambling in the high slot. Deals intended for Mueller, picked off by Moore, turned over. Mueller right circle, feeds back to Weiss. Spinning centering pass. Mueller on goal. Right pad saves Driscoll. Loose Weiss left circle. Wrist shot off of Driscoll's pad and into the match stopping play. Zach Driscoll, the reigning NCHC goaltender of the month. Arguably the hottest netminder in the country over the last 4 weeks. Makes the save of the season, denying Mueller at the doorstep. We play on with 3:51 left in overtime.
Then Weiss follows up, and Driscoll does a little Dominic Hasek there in the crease, flying around without the stick, desperately trying to make that play, and he denied Omaha.
Face-off to Driscoll's right. Taylor Ward tied the game for the Mavericks with less than a minute left. Takes the face-off against Connor Ford. The nation leader in face-off wins. Early jump for Ford. Will do it again. Ford, Clevin, Costantini to 3 for North Dakota. Ward, McManus, Tykonic for Omaha.
Oh.
Off the face-off, controlled by Ford. One-handed, creaking through center along the right. He's got Ford with him along the right circle. Centering Ford, bottom of the right circle. Hounded, Clevin straight to the blue line. Wired left circle to Costantini, scrambling into the high slot. Deals to Clevin. Right circle, score! Tyler Clevin! History made at Baxter Arena for the first time in NCHC history. A three-peat for the Penrose Cup. And it's Tyler Clevin, the kid from Fargo, winning it for UND. The bench erupts, spills out of the near side, congratulates Zach Driscoll on the performance in goal. The Mavericks erupt out of their bench. And for the first time since the late 90s, the second time in North Dakota history, the Fighting Hawks have won the regular season championship 3 consecutive years. Final score, North Dakota 5, Omaha 4 in overtime.
Mavs will head quickly to the locker room after saluting this great crowd. Their fans giving them so much support. By the way, 6,387 watched it as the table's out on the ice for a presentation by the league here. North Dakota gets it done in overtime in a great college hockey game with one more night left in the regular season tomorrow night here at Baxter Arena. But these teams will shake hands, of course, tomorrow under the way they do it. The Mavs get right off the ice here. It's North Dakota's night at Baxter, unfortunately, from the Omaha perspective. But what a game.
North Dakota improves to 22-11-1, 17-5-1 in the NCHC. Lots of green in the stands. The Let's Go Sioux chants, the longtime nickname of the Fighting Hawks. Lots of fans from up north traveling to Baxter. The Mavericks fall to 12-15, 10-13 in the NCHC. The FNBO postgame show comes your way next from Baxter Arena. Final score, North Dakota 5, Omaha 4 in overtime. This is Omaha Mavericks hockey on the Mavericks Radio Network, powered by Learfield.
Order room service on me done, that's a sequence. Hey, no, I'm a classy nympho. Keep it simple, you know what you here for. Till I cuss again, let you up with the key code. All this ice on, but you better catch your heat stroke. You got everything that I like. You don't eat the booty, you lying. You mix the liquors, you might. Pull me tight and pull me closer. It's the freaking me, I wanna show you. It feels so good, don't want it to be over. Now, baby, I know that you like it, come closer. It's the freaking me, I want you. I love everything you do.
with umbrellas, they get wetter. I got him sending Birkins on my birthday. I ain't never met him, he don't even know my birth name. Liking on my pics, so I know we like him curved. Crush on the it boy, I just roll the dice, only store him in a nickname.
I said maybe, baby, please, but I just don't know now. When all I wanna do is try, but somebody told me you had a boyfriend who looked like a girlfriend that I had in February of last year. It's not confidential. I've got potential. Rushing around. Somebody told me you had a boyfriend who looked like a girlfriend that I. Closing time, open all the doors and let you out into the world. Closing time, turn all of the lights on over every boy and every girl. Closing time, one last call for alcohol, so finish your whiskey or beer. Closing time, you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. I know who I want to take me home. I know who I want to take me home.
Yes to love, yes it will now. You brought a lot of sunshine into my life. You filled me with happiness I never knew. You gave me more joy than I ever dreamed of. And no one can take the place of you. This will be you and me. Yes, sorry.
Baxter Arena, North Dakota, for the first time in NCHC history, hoists the Penrose Cup for a third consecutive season with a 5-4 overtime win against the Mavericks at Baxter Arena. Casey Rowland, Terry Leahy with you on the FNBO post-game show for Mavericks hockey, reminding you to pay loud and proud this season with the UNO Visa debit card exclusively from FNBO. Tied to any FNBO checking account, the UNO Visa debit card is completely free and allows you to show your pride when you pay. Get your UNO Visa debit card today at any FNBO branch or at fnbo.com/UNO. FNBO, the bank of UNO, member FDIC. Terry was back and forth all night, but ultimately the team that wanted it more got it done in overtime with the help of solid goaltending and timely puck handling.
Yeah, it was an exciting game. So much to talk about. Student athletes giving it all here in the final weekend of the regular season, and the level of play was just amazing. This place, 6,387, rocking it, and what an atmosphere it was. Disappointing for the Mavericks, but they battled back all the way. What an exciting job of tying this one, getting it to overtime. And North Dakota, congratulations to Brad Berry and his team with a regular season championship in the National Collegiate Hockey Conference. And we'll finish it off with a senior night tomorrow night when these two teams are back here for the 7:07 face-off, then on into the second season. And Kalamazoo for the Mavericks.
Let's take a look at our final stats delivered by Summit Dental Health. Employee operated with compassionate doctors and team members at 8 Omaha locations. Summit Dental Health, Family Friendly Dental, the official dental health partners of Maverick Athletics. Shots on goal in favor of North Dakota, 35-30. Winning the faceoff battle, 40-28. Power plays 2 of 7. Omaha 1 of 6. The first goal of the night belongs to Jake Schmaltz, one of 2 goals on tonight for the freshman. Had a 14-game goal drought entering play tonight. Chris Jandrick and Connor Ford the assists. Cameron Berg, the goal for the Mavericks, with the assist going to Ty Mueller. The goal for Berg snapped a 14-game drought of his own. Cooper Moore gave the Fighting Hawks the lead on the power play, his second goal of the season, both on the man up, with Luke Bast and Ashton Calder getting the helpers. Griffin Ness responded on the power play to double the lead to make it 3-1 UND, with Carson Albrecht getting the assist. Omaha answered with Matt Miller scoring an even strength goal, his 9th of the season, to continue to build on a career year for Miller. Jack Randall and the former Fighting Hawk Johnny Tyconic with the assists. And in that second period, Schmaltz got his second goal, with Ashton Calder getting the helper on the assist. North Dakota went up 4-2 entering the third. The goal for the Mavericks that cut the deficit in half was owned by Kevin Conley on the power play. And with 58 seconds, Taylor Ward tied the game. The son of North Dakota legend Dixon Ward gave the Mavericks a chance. But with 3:32 left in overtime, Tyler Clevin, the kid from Fargo, the 10th defenseman selected in the 2020 draft, often overshadowed by his fellow Senators draftee Jake Sanderson with his North Dakota program, pockets the game winner to pick up the final score of 5-4. With that goal, Clevin now, Terry, when he scores a goal, North Dakota 6-0 when he scores. So getting Tyler Clevin off and going with the goal scoring is definitely a sight for North Dakota fans to behold.
Ashton Calder, 3 assists tonight.
Our final stats brought to you by Summit Dental Health. When we return, Terry hands out the Vance Thompson Vision Player of the Game Award, our 3 stars, and our 7th Man Award for tonight's matchup, with North Dakota coming away victorious 5-4 in overtime, clinching the Penrose Cup. This is Omaha Mavericks Hockey on the Mavericks Radio Network, powered by Leaderfield.